pull out the sapphire.
Okay. And you were instructed that when you needed to return, you would break it upon the ground.
Break it.
And curb stomp it.
You see a portal flare into view. And then you see a large purple hand crush it into the ground. Welcome to Back to Sogravia, the Last Bastion. This is a nice rehearsed speech now.
Question for you: since you've rehearsed this speech,
I don't want you to respond. I don't need.
When
you
are we
to
doing
respond.
introductions?
Afterwards.
Understood.
Okay, just patience with me. So, we left our party in Australia. Starling, Gideon, Belligerent, Edward. And they were behind enemy lines, seeking the plant that would cure Glacius of his mortal wound and allow them to resurrect him. However, we do not start there. We start in Sanctum, in the enclave of the Sisterhood, with Doctor and with Roscoe Stonebridge. The Sisterhood have asked one of their own, Roscoe Stonebridge, to escort Doctor to his friends. Lunaris has said she will open a portal that will bring you directly to where the gem is that the party hold that will return them to you. And just before she allows you into the portal, she says, "Roscoe, you know what you must do." And Roscoe nods, looking grim but accepting. Roscoe, you are handed a glass dagger, and you take it in your right hand firmly as you step through the portal. Doctor, you also step through the portal. As soon as you step through, Roscoe, I will need you to make a Constitution saving throw, as the air here is different. You're not used to it.
It's just built different.
You can respond to that one, by the way, please, Jamal.
Okay, this one is a 15 response.
15. You are okay with this. You are accustomed to this air. As your portal arrives, you find yourselves inside a small dome of force. A Learman's tiny hut, the two of you. Before you can react, Doctor, Roscoe turns with a dagger in hand, pulls back the head of Edward, and instantly slices his throat. As Edward falls to the ground, you see his body. You see his body morph. His skin purple. He was Shadowvale. All this time, they have had track of you. Now, before you entered, the Sisterhood said to you, Doctor, they've already been gone 24 hours. They only have 12 left. Warn them, they're not keeping track of time. They've made no progress. They've got 12 hours left. Now, I would like to introduce my players. So first of all, we have Gideon. Or Edward. Evan.
Sorry,
Evan, please introduce
yourself. The entire. Oh my god.
That's all right.
Sorry. Hello.
Evan, introduce yourself,
Hello.
please.
My name's Evan. I'm playing Gideon Dawnstar, the ASMR life cleric, who is currently very distraught of his companion being Shadowvale and dying. Oh, sorry.
Yes, a true tragedy. Darth, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Darth. I'm playing Stalling currently. Who doesn't really care that a person she didn't know just got killed.
I will add as well, Starling, Roscoe, you would know each other. You have passed by each other in the Sisterhood before, but never quite on the same mission. Akai,
Right.
please introduce your character.
Hi, my name's Akai, and I'm playing Val, the Blade Singer, who is already questioning the group and her purpose in the group, and now she's even questioning even more.
Yes, she is. We'll get to that in a second. Slicer, please introduce your character.
Hi, I'm playing Doctor today, and I'm so surprised that my party needed me to come and remind them of time.
As you step through, Starling, you remember that when he reminds you of the time, that you have a clockwork amulet about your neck that tells you the time, and you realize that you have indeed been 25 hours within the Shadowvale. Jamal, please introduce your character.
Hi guys, Jamal here, new to this particular campaign. My character is Roscoe Stonebridge, a trickstery cleric type character. Bit of a rogue as well. This character first appeared very recently in one of our one-shots, and this this one shot was quite interesting, and the idea of Roscoe was quite liked. So we took the idea of the character and integrated it into this campaign.
Fantastic. As you step through the portal, and you do what you have to do, executing the Shadowvale member before he could blink.
I was not expecting to become an assassin today.
You were needed to be an assassin today, and you did it well. As the party turned to you, inside your Lemon's tiny hut, I will need Gideon, Validrin, just you two. Charisma saving throw, please.
Oh, great.
Nope. That's not a saving throw. Here it is. 19.
19.
11.
11. Why do we not have this coming up? There we go. I'm coming off the screen now. Okay, Validrin, you failed your charisma saving throw. And whereas before you had some doubts as to what was happening, now you find yourself questioning your own motives. You find yourself questioning your own past, your own future. You will take a +4 hit to your wisdom. So a 4 hit to your wisdom, so whatever it is, -4. Lucky that one didn't hit Gideon. As you all turn to see Roscoe. Roscoe, the floor is yours. Meet your party.
As I walk in towards where everyone is, I walk in and just say to people, "Hey guys, how's it going?" And I hold out my hand to Gideon.
You just came out of, and what is happening here?
Yep, he was Shadowvale. He was indeed. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, my friend.
Pleasure indeed, I guess.
He reaches to shake your hand.
As does the hand just vanishes, and with it the person, and you hear a sort of cackling, laughing come from where this person was. And you see Roscoe leaning in the doorway.
Yeah, you have no doorways, but I'll give it to you. You're leaning against a 4-stone.
Leaning against another wall then. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, this 4-stone is invisible. It's Lemon's tiny hut.
Right, gotcha. I thought there was a doorway to it. But
Oh, no,
yeah,
no,
okay,
you
I'll
are on
take
a
that.
plain in the middle of nowhere, 300 foot away from a dead castle, as you see on screen. And
Very well.
nothing
Well,
else.
you see me leaning against a wall.
Okay. Now, you are all reminded
Quite
of your...
the bamboozle, huh?
Go on.
Quite the bamboozle, huh?
It seems that you have arrived in a moment of tragedy, Jamal.
I have indeed, but still. There always has to be times to demonstrate what you can do with your trickery.
I sort of like,
It's a lot taken now.
Go on, Akai.
I sort of just like touch like the dead body and just like, how long has he been like this?
The
Like-
Sisterhood detected it just after you guys left.
So how long was that, roughly?
24 hours.
A day?
Oh,
Hmm.
But
5
how long he
hours.
was, you don't know.
So at least 24 hours. Hmm. That's a problem indeed. He
Speaking
would have
of-
known everything that you would have done.
he was in the
Speaking of, we should
sanctum.
probably continue.
Speaking of continuing, you are 300 foot away from a dead castle. Across an open plain, you see no enemies ahead of you. But you begin to feel thirsty. The air is dry here. It sucks the strength out of you. It is 300 foot against a relatively open rocky plain. How will you proceed?
There's no plants like on the road, right?
Not one. Just
So
rocks
everything
with-
here
Go
looks
investigate
dead
that.
then.
It's a rocky plain of pretty much dead land with deep cracks occasionally around the rocks.
So where is it we need to go from here?
that dead castle.
Behind
Sorry,
the
to
dead
recap,
castle.
you have been instructed to find this flower which grows in and around the dead fortresses.
Ah,
However,
okay.
it is harvested by the Shadow Veil, so you're looking for one that's uninhabited.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
I would like to take a moment to have a look around the grounds of this castle. Do I see any sort of
You only
signs
see a
which
fortified
say
wall outside the castle. Tall.
fortified
30
wall
foot
outside
tall.
the castle, 30 foot tall? Right.
That's all you can see, and a 300-foot run up to it across the rocky land.
Say we get closer,
Can I spy?
get a better look.
Sorry.
You wish to move closer? Who will lead the way?
Please.
Before we do that, I was wondering if I could use my spyglass and see if I could find anything more interesting or anything that could be crucial to know. Like, is there anyone on top? Is this place inhabited? You know.
As you look through your spyglass, you definitely do not see any enemies at all. You do not,
Cool,
however,
cool,
see any
okay.
flowers either.
It's probably
They
in the
could be
back.
behind it.
Yeah, like the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I could lead the way if you guys want.
We
Yes,
just lost a
please.
camera there.
Oops. Anyways. So.
Sorry, I'll fix that in a second. You guys causing me issues mid-session.
It's going a little bit untoward.
Move, you stupid piece of shit. Okay. So, as Doctor takes the lead, Doctor, are you going fairly steadily ahead? Are you taking a look around? Are you running? Are you walking slowly and looking as you go?
I'm gonna try and walk carefully, but also pull out my my candle and light it, and just wave it around as I go.
Okay. It's very strange. This candle emits almost no light in this area. The dimness of the air clouds around it. It would say a 5-foot radius. It is constantly dim in this area. No exhaustion. I'll hand those out as and when, but I am keeping track. As you head across, who will come second?
I guess me.
Okay. Get in a second. As you are walking, Doctor, a snake strikes out at your armored leg. It doesn't affect you, but you notice it. And you realize that this area is littered with those snakes. The rest of you will need to be careful.
I'm gonna try and warn the party.
Okay, they're all with you, one by one.
Okay.
Okay, as you make your way across.
Is an issue.
10 foot, 20 foot, 30 foot. I will need Roscoe to make a constitution, dexterity saving throw, please.
Dex? Oh no. Oh yes, and that's 20.
Yeah, 20. You're able to dodge the bite of the first snake. And keep moving. 40 foot, 50 foot, 60 foot. Akai, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please. Sorry, Valedrin. Keep mixing those two up.
12.
12?
Yeah,
Not good, not good. Your movement speed is halved. As you
again.
get another
Oh.
wave of exhaustion. No, you already have your movement speed halved? No, I don't think so. You only had a
Yeah.
minus 10 before, right? Now you've got a
yeah.
minus 10 and then it is halved.
Oh,
Yeah.
Should
So-
bring you down to some 15 foot, I believe.
jeez.
Oh dear, what a tragedy. Or perhaps 20 foot. Okay, you move closer. 70 foot, 80 foot, 90 foot, 100. Starling, dexterity saving throw, please.
At a 10, but I'm going to use one of my charges on my Ring of Evasion and pass it.
Okay, you are able to dodge it out. You only have one charge of that left, correct? You used one last session as well.
Recharges. Yeah, it recharges every day at dawn, so I don't know. Since it's been
There's no
24
dawn
hours, I don't
here.
know how you want to.
We
Yep,
don't
no.
have a day.
There's no dawn
so I
here.
don't think-
Magic works differently.
So no.
So yeah, I have one charge.
Okay.
These snakes look like they're a problem. Would you guys like me to try to do something about these things? Or would you rather I save my abilities for something a little more serious?
Oh,
Does your ability involve magic?
what would you do?
It does involve magic, yes.
Uh,
I would suggest using it for something more important at the moment.
Oh, how pleasing. That was
Everyone's
well
been
timed, Gideon.
having-
Gideon, make a dex saving throw, please.
And I'm just walking on as I say that, and a snake comes out.
Yeah.
He's like, nah.
yeah, make it
Dex
so.
Oh,
saving
dear.
throw, you said?
I did say a dex saving throw.
Okay. Oh, that's fun. A 7.
Okay, you are poisoned.
Oh, wonderful.
Every hour on the
No worries.
hour,
No,
you will take
Not
2
that
points
bad.
of poison damage. Take 2 now.
Normal poison or like
is a normal
magic
poison. It is a normal poison. It is removable by remove poison.
Oh, that's painful.
What's your plan?
Exhaustion and poison.
Will you remove it, or will you keep going?
Just keep
What,
going.
the snake?
No, the poison.
No, let's just keep going. We're gonna get poisoned again anyways. Let's just keep moving.
As you
I
keep
guess
moving,
I guess we'll
Now,
keep
if it
moving.
gets
120 foot,
big,
130
becomes a
foot,
big problem, we'll heal it.
140 foot, 150 foot. Gideon, you take another 2 points of poison damage.
Oh my god,
An hour
that's
has
quick.
passed.
Oh, I take poison as well then.
I'm at 30 HP. Ugh.
What you realize at this point is that an hour has passed between the time at which you were bitten and now. You have moved 60 foot.
Moving a foot a minute?
Take out your clock, Starling.
Do.
And watch as the minute hand moves like a second hand. Time is
Oh,
not moving properly here. 28 hours have passed since you arrived. And the Sisterhood told you that 36 hours was your limit. Keep moving swiftly. As you keep going. Another 10 foot. 200. 210. 220. 230. 240. Roscoe, make a dexterity saving throw.
That's not good, that's a 12.
That's enough.
Oh, okay.
As you look down, this is no snake. This is a strange sort of bramble that has leapt from underneath the rock. It has attempted to ensnare you. Starling, you will remember these. They're terrified of fire. You were trapped by one for a while upon a
take
rock.
out a torch.
Good decision.
Then
You move.
Doesn't
I
Doctor
shall
have
do
a-
the same as
What?
well.
I do have a candle.
As
and
you,
not emitting enough light.
those of you who brought rations, have a look at the state of them.
Okay.
Not
checking.
Roscoe. You brought them
Okay.
later. The original 3 party members. Because
Okay.
as you look at your rations, they are rotted beyond belief.
Oh, god.
Oh,
They are inedible.
I mean,
And
I still have
That's a waste of money.
at this point, you may need to ask Roscoe for some food as you find yourselves, again, hungry, thirsty. It almost feels like time is moving faster and faster.
I do have the good berries still, and they
You do,
should
and
still
they are
be okay.
in perfect condition. But right now, Roscoe's brought you some rations. Perhaps you
Yeah.
should use those. And as the group empty the end of their water skin, take away 4 rations, please, Shima. As even
Just
you-
4? Okay.
Yeah, because Doctor doesn't eat.
Ah,
Oh,
Doesn't eat,
How's it
doesn't drink, and is
being
immune to
rewards?
exhaustion. Fancy
How
rolling
convenient,
that into the
Warforged.
Shadow Vale. However, you move closer.
Sorry.
We should just send him.
260,
We'll pass these home.
270, 280, and you arrive at what appears to be an iron gate. I need all of you to give me a perception check, please.
Great.
Can I do it with advantage or no?
Doesn't matter.
Don't worry, your perception check is covered.
In fact,
27.
to be fair, it is already covered by the 24 of Roscoe's natural
Yeah.
perception.
Yeah,
So,
it's a 15, so yeah, no.
you notice that there is something stirring on the ground within the castle keeps. And even with your 24 perception, you can't make it out properly. It's like it's not it's not completely here. You see,
Even with the 27, I can't?
yeah, you see moments of it flashing into light, and it appears to be some sort of winged creature, a large maw, horns, large teeth, but it's suddenly then it's gone, and it looks like a flat creature, a snake. It is all you can tell from your perception is that it is large. It is fair to say that your perception tells you that it is not entirely on this plane, but is instead plane shifting constantly.
We have company.
And
I
it
have
is
no idea
when
what
I say
the hell
large,
that is.
this is over 100 foot in length. 40
Oh,
foot
so we
in
all
width.
see it.
Yeah, you all see it, but he is able to tell that it is plane shifting.
It's
You do not see any flowers within the keep's grounds. How do you proceed?
Maybe we should check the back before moving.
this thing is both here and not here at the same time. How is that even possible?
Australia holds many secrets.
We don't have much time to think about
Gideon,
it.
give me a
Yeah,
history
it's-
check, please.
Okay.
During
I was
time of
gonna-
conversation, I'm pausing the clock, by the way. So if you
17.
guys want to discuss things for 5-6 minutes, I'm not going to run time through at that point. With a 17 history check, you know that when the shadow plane collided with the prime material plane 300 years ago, there are places like this where even stepping into them would involve yourself plane shifting. You would be able to walk in 30 foot through the ethereal plane, through the plane of shadow, through the material plane, through even the 9 hells, all in 30 steps and come back to where you were on the other side. These are effectively tears in the material plane. With an Arcana check from Validrin, please.
Okay.
I was just about to ask, is this dangerous to do? It sounds like it might help.
I would guess extremely.
10.
That's
Doesn't seem
enough.
like
That's
it's
enough.
good to be
You have seen
going
a
from
tear in the
project
material plane before, and this is what it looks like. Except this is larger than any area you've ever seen before, ever heard of before. Normally they are 6, 7, 10 foot in dimension, not 100. And this appears to be stable. Whereas before, if you put a bag of holding inside a bag of holding, 2-dimensional planes, you would see an unstable tear in the material plane. This is a stable tear in the material plane. It is not growing. It is not collapsing upon itself. It is just present. You would know, all of you, that this is not something you are able to walk into.
Okay. Is there a path that we can take to go to like the back of the
You can walk all the way
fortress?
around it. Walk along the walls. Be my guest.
Would I be able to know if it's dangerous?
I would like to stealth.
Please do.
I'd like to stealth and go around the wall.
I don't need a
Same.
stealth check. I don't need a stealth check.
Roll
Provided
stealth check?
you can all stealth. Because, frankly, this area is barren. Disparate. As you walk all the way around the entire building, the entire fortress, you see nothing, but as you get to the very back, we'll pretend that you did a whole loop and got back to the back, you see a path ascending onto what looks to be a small hilltop. It is steep, but not too steep. You'll be able to make it up.
I'll climb it.
Let's say the whole party does. It's a slog. You feel the air is hard upon your lungs. You feel yourselves almost struggling to breathe, those of you who breathe. I will need another constitution saving throw from all of you other than Doctor.
Doctor Spirit
21.
carries us out.
Did anybody get under an 18?
Very much so.
I did.
Okay,
I got exactly an 18.
okay, you're fine. You passed. Those of you who got under an 18, so that would be Roscoe and Starling, correct? Yes. Roscoe and Starling, the air is causing new pressures within you, and more importantly, it appears to be affecting your ears. You feel like your ears are blocked. Like, do you know that moment when you've got water in your ear and you can't shake it?
Yep.
And you feel a little bit dizzy. You will have a disadvantage on any saving throws or perception checks. Dex saving throws or perception checks, sorry.
So do I have super disadvantage since I already have disadvantage on?
Let's just
all
say
of
that you
those?
can't see shit right now. It's fair to say Starling is really
Blind.
struggling in this area. But as you reach the hilltop, what you
Guys,
see
I
is far
Can't
more
hear or see
troubling.
anything.
Because as you look down, you see a ravine beneath you, descending 80 foot. It is only 20 foot wide. You would be able to pass it with a good jump, really. But beyond that, you see dead fortresses to the left, the right ahead of you. And they are beyond numerous. We're talking 25, 30 of them.
God damn it.
We have a problem. If time is accelerating that quickly, if we are still under the effects
We
of
don't have
this,
time to list all of them.
It is not accelerating, it is only moving that quickly on. And as a reminder,
Understood.
Gideon, Val, 2 points of poison damage. You might want to cure that pretty soon or you're going to die.
Yeah.
Anyone? I
okay,
have
so I need-
one.
You still have
No,
2
thank you,
antitoxins, I believe?
I could just give them.
Yeah.
lay on hands.
I could blow my magic on.
Sorry, what
curing
did
some of
Doctor
this.
say?
I could just use my lay on hands.
How many points does it take to remove it?
5 each.
You really have designed yourself pretty well. Please do, touch them both. Lose 10 points, and that isn't even a roll on the wild magic table. As that is a different type of power. You have stored that power before you came through. Doctor
Thank
is
You just
going to
send
be a
Doctor
lifesaver
through
here.
and he can do it by himself.
Yeah, sure, he could. He's definitely the stealthiest character we've ever seen. He'd be great at running past
I'm
shadow
just
blades. He is pretty
Hey,
well
you know-
equipped
I'm
for
just
this.
saying, everything, like,
However,
he's so well equipped.
there is
He's
something
better
that
than
he's
all
not
of
equipped
us.
for. Doctor, please make a charisma saving throw.
Oh no!
What?
Oh, but
He's gonna be hit with depression like me.
Wait, now that we know that
15.
machines aren't affected by the Shadow Veil, we could just get the dwarves to make an army of constructs and send them into the Shadow Veil. Bada bing, bada boom.
Yes, that's not really magic that's available to dwarves, but would imagine.
Sadly.
Doctor, as you fail
We
your
can figure
charisma
it out.
as you fail your charisma saving throw, Doctor, you begin to remember moments where you were not entirely formed. You remember moments where parts of your body were human. And parts of the machine. You remember the agony of having a piece of metal welded onto your skin. You remember that you died that day. For the next hour, at least, see how long it lasts, you will take a -5 to your stats.
Oh God.
As
no.
constantly as you walk, you remember images of your death, of your rebirth, of the pain, of the agony. You are almost blinded by distractions.
Oh,
Roscoe, I also need a charisma saving throw from you. As what you've seen so far in this place is troubling.
That's a 10.
You begin to lose your confidence in yourself. You lose a 2 to wisdom.
this
Oh.
guy's fucking.
However, as you look down over the ravine, no time has passed as yet in that time, by the way. You look down over the ravine and you realize, as I said, it's only a 20-foot jump. But it's a long drop. Jumping
Only
would be dangerous, but possible.
Only 20 foot, he says.
Really quickly, before we do make this jump, I would like to use the spyglass to see which dead fortresses that I can see with the spyglass. Are any of them?
The first ones you can
Abandoned.
see with the spyglass, left, center, and right, are all manned. Again, with these 3 undead-like birds, 30 foot in width. The one behind that to the left you see is occupied. And just in the distance, the second one in the center appears unoccupied. You can see no
Okay,
further than
found
that one.
that.
However, what you see is that the area between the first central fortress and the second appears to be shrouded in some kind of forest. This is the first time you've seen real growth in this area. This is undergrowth, thick undergrowth. And in fact, as you look around, you see that this spreads not only between the two central fortresses, but all the way across the land, all the way curving back to the ravine that now is in front of you. You're going to have to pass through that undergrowth. How are you crossing the ravine?
So you said it's 20 foot across?
It is. But with a disadvantage to all your ability
does
checks and a struggling athletics moment and half movement speed, this is a big jump for some of you.
I have an idea.
C-step?
I have my crossbow, so
I know somebody else who's tried this trick. For reference, the rest of the group do have grappling hooks, too.
I was just going to mention I could jump over as my. I could jump over. I don't have my wings, but I could jump over, if possible. Secure the grappling hook, toss it over to you, then you could climb along it. For the ones who can't make the jump, you could climb along it.
I like the idea of this, and I will even give you my guidance as well for this one.
Can I just check with you? You want to make the athletics check to jump across yourself, Gideon, as opposed to asking Doctor to do so, who does not have a disadvantage on every single ability check in history.
Hold up though. Does Doctor have a slight
No, but Doctor
has a -5 to strength, but I think that still leaves him with more than Gideon.
Okay.
Here's my logic, okay? Here's Gideon's logic. One, he doesn't know this.
No, true, but I'm just
he
saying.
doesn't know that he's perfectly fine.
Right.
Could we use acrobatics instead? Because if that's the case, then I should do it because I have a plus
I would allow
13 in
Starling to make an
so
acrobatics check, as she would be able to launch herself off a higher rock. Perhaps you all wish to make the jump. I don't know.
Well, I'm definitely giving Starling my guidance on this one.
Starling,
here.
Make the
I'll
jump.
have this boost.
I need an acrobatics check, DC 16, please.
I'm also gonna try the jump.
I pass it easy. 22.
Okay, you make it across, and you take with you one grapple hook, which you secure to the other side. Roscoe, as you tie one end of the rope to a rock nearby you, please make a dexterity check for me.
Dexterity check. Understood.
Dex or intelligence, up to you, actually.
21 on the dex.
Yeah, that's fine. You're able to tie the rope very securely. However, I do need a Constitution saving throw from you, please.
Oh, that's a 10.
Okay. You suffer one level of exhaustion, and you are now at a disadvantage for your ability checks.
Oh no, this is getting bad very quickly.
Okay, are you jumping or climbing along the rope, Mr. Gideon?
Elena.
Yes.
Here's the thing. So, you remember how it's like Gideon is currently, while he's here, is having voices in his head that's
He
getting
is having
himself
voices
out?
in his head, yes.
I feel like he would start questioning the security of the rope and opt instead to jump.
Then please jump. I need an athletics check, DC 16.
Yep.
And I tell you that
Oh,
first.
oh no! That's a funny!
Okay.
Oh no.
Has anybody got a way to save him? As he plummets to his death.
Wait.
Shit.
Well, I have a ring of feather falling. Does that only work on me?
It only works on you. Now, Gideon,
Just
I need you
yeet
to
it
make
at me and see what happens.
Gideon, give me a dexterity check at advantage as you make a final grasp to save your own life.
Acrobatics, you
No, a
said?
dexterity check at advantage to save your own life.
Advantage.
Save. Sorry, save. I keep saying check.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Are you not rolling on D&D Beyond? No, you're not, are you? Okay, what did you get? Isn't a high check?
Oh no.
What did you get?
I got a 4 and a 10.
A 4 and a 10. A 10 will do it.
Oh, thank
So
God.
you grasp
thank
out
God.
with one hand, and you catch the rope, but you are swinging. Left, right, left, right. You feel the wind rushing through the ravine. This is not going to be easy to hold on to. However, Starling, you're on the other side. Do you trust your strength? Do you want to try and reel him in, or are you going to watch him swing?
I'm gonna attempt to try to save him, reel him in.
While we have that thought in mind, Doctor, what goes through your mind right now? What do you want to do? Seeing that your tiny little elf on the other side is going to attempt to reel in your armoured... Or he has his armour in his backpack,
Not armored. Not armored.
Oh, did you put the
actually.
armour in the bag of holding?
I did, yes.
Okay, but you are still holding a shield, correct?
Yes, I am still.
And
holding
he
the
is
shield, but it's
big.
on my back.
He is weighty. What are you going to do, Doctor?
Chunky.
I'm not sure right now.
Doctor is not
As-
sure.
I would like to spring into action. I have an idea.
Nope, hold on. I want Doctor only right
Okay.
now. Doctor, will you jump?
Oh, to get across? That's not that very difficult for me.
It's not very difficult for you.
I could just Misty step my way.
Oh, how convenient. Give me a roll on the wild magic table. I need a d20 first, please.
Oh shit, I forgot this was the thing, wasn't it?
Here's the thing.
This is my wild magic table. Oh dear.
It's just like, it'll be easy for me.
That's an 11, okay?
Misty
And now roll me a d100, please.
Oh, fuck, it's an 11.
Ironically, completely failing this would have been incredibly helpful.
86.
An 86.
Please be water.
You are immediately healed
We're all instantly given what
for
we
20
need.
hit points. As magic bends around you. They're not all bad. And as you reach the other side, the two of you grasp the rope, and you reel in Gideon, who is desperately holding on for dear life.
Oh, thank goodness.
And
Smack
as
him
he
when
reaches
gets
the
up
other
here and be
side,
like, what are we doing?
you resecure the grapnel. Val, you stand upon the other side. You see the rope is secured again. How do you wish to proceed?
Misty step.
Sorry?
I Misty step.
Fantastic. Give me a d20, please.
I don't trust anyone right now, including myself.
Don't trust you.
Ian, what were you thinking?
Don't trust
That
your
was a 20.
magic. That's a 20. That's a good number. Roll me a d100, please.
Why can't I get that 20 earlier? 63.
63. Whichever spell you cast in the next hour uses a spell slot of one level lower than what it normally requires. Which means, effectively, you've got one free level 1 spell cast.
Oh, this would be great.
Positive benefits. They happen sometimes. Roscoe,
They do.
you stand alone
Please be
on
nice
the
to
other
us.
side of the ravine.
Now, I do have one question. Where do you guys get access to your Misty Step? This is a question. That's
One's a
gonna be,
wizard,
one's a wizard.
and the other one is a paladin warforged?
Yeah, that's
Vengeance.
it.
Watchers.
Vengeance, of course. Yes.
Oh, vengeance.
So,
Because I was just wondering
From
if
their
I would
classes.
be able to. No, I don't get access to this at
No,
any
you don't.
point as
No,
a
you
cleric.
no, you
Very
must
well.
climb the rope.
Cleric starts shooting fireballs.
Climb the rope for me. You know you want
Not
to.
just yet. I'm going to have a slight backup plan in mind, just in case this goes tits up. So I'm going to grab some of the rope from my pack, secure this rope to a different, but also very sturdy rock behind me, in a similar way to what the grapnel was being secured with, and then tie the rope around myself as a harness. I do not wish to fall to my death from this.
This is a
So-
50-foot rope.
Yep, and the ravine's 20 foot, yes?
20 foot across, but 80 foot down, yes, so you would not be able
Yeah.
to fall to your death. Imagine you had have tied it to the first person that jumped.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
they left too soon. The
I
outs
was
are creeping
looking at
into their
plans.
minds. As you climb across the rope, you find it fairly easy. You're a dexterous sort. How are you retrieving the rope from the other side?
I'm not, I'm just untying myself. I will lose the rope, but
Starling?
we can always buy more.
Would you attempt to shoot the rope on the other side and retrieve the 2 pieces of rope? She's succeeded
No.
multiple times before.
Okay, then very well. I'll try to do the same.
No, just Starling.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Yeah, okay. Well, give me 2 rolls to hit. About the only thing that's not at disadvantage for you right now.
Fair
God,
enough.
that's an 11 and a 21.
Yeah, easy. Okay, you cut both pieces of rope, not a problem. You are able to retrieve all rope. None of you have lost any rope as yet. And as you stand the other side of the ravine, I need Starling to have a little look at her clock.
Oh, we've made it across.
I do.
And I
Fantastic
need a
sight.
Constitution saving throw from everybody that's not Doctor.
Oh dear.
Oh, of course, my bad luck comes back.
Oh, that's a 7.
Does a 14 make it?
No.
A 14 does
15.
not. Shit.
Did anybody get
We're
over an
gonna
18?
die.
Did anybody get over an 18?
Oh.
Nope.
You are all coughing from the dryness of the air. You will need to drink half a water skins with of water. But even in doing so, you still take some damage from the sheer raspiness of the cough. It's like coughing on sandpaper. And each of you takes 6 suffocation damage.
Holy.
Doctor looks at you confused. It's completely unfazed.
Doctor just looking at us like, what are all your normies
I know, right?
doing?
Are you all right?
Guys, we need to get out of here. We
Okay.
need to find this thing
Starling,
and get
as
out,
you look
or
at your
get out.
clockwork amulet, you realize that 33 hours have passed. Do you even have half a water skin to drink, any more of you? You all only had
I
one
still
third
have
left.
water skins.
You only have one, Roscoe.
I only have the one water skin. Okay, good point.
Yeah. You drink half of
So
it.
3 more hours. So we get really fucking.
You need
lucky,
water
we have to
now.
dip.
Okay, I'm gonna have to chance this.
Hold on. Sorry, Gideon, what did you say just then?
What was the time? Is we could only
32
stay
hours
for
have passed.
36.
She recommended
that?
36 hours or you're dead. But
So we got 3 hours left. So we either have to get really fucking lucky on this thing, or we might have to bail.
you could bail or you could believe in yourselves. You might be able to make it.
All right, here's the thing.
With Gideon's self-doubt right
What
now.
is he saying? What's Starling saying? What's Starling saying?
Doctor and what's the
Doctor and Roscoe. Roscoe.
yeah, Doctor and Roscoe both. Yeah, they've only been here for 9 hours, so they have 27 more hours they could be here,
However, you have
or
one
they
route
should
out.
leave.
You have one route out. One gem. Good luck with that, leaving them behind.
I mean, we have
So
one
do I.
guaranteed and one non-guaranteed way to get out.
Oh, by all means, try the non-guaranteed one right now because it won't work.
Oh, okay.
It just
That's-
won't work.
Well, there we go.
So, you need water right now. Roscoe, what are you doing about it?
Okay.
I will allow
I-
you to cast into 5 water skins simultaneously.
Yeah. Okay. So in that case, I will cast 2 create water. At
Yep.
first level spell here.
Yep.
Creating water, refilling every single water skin.
Okay. Give me your wild magic roll, please.
That's a 14 on the severity, and
100.
the 100 is a 70.
Okay. You can speak with animals for an hour.
Okay.
Question.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's no
Sonic?
animals.
Question?
Just for kind of can we say that because Roscoe had in it, he had a full water skin, he had to drink half of it. Can we
Well,
say
I think
that
he shared it out first. I've
one of
given
us
you.
drank that other
I've
half?
allowed
so
him
that
to.
we-
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
In
yeah.
fact, I will say that you all drained the
Just so that
third,
we
and
get the
as he
full
was
effect
casting, you
of it.
all drank. The way I'm putting it is, you've all drank water, and you've all got a full water skin.
We are as fully refreshed of it as we could
Yeah.
possibly be. Yeah.
Wanted to
However,
make sure.
hunger takes you. Roscoe, check your rations.
Okay.
Fuck the rhyme.
Are they rotten through already, or?
They're gone.
Oh,
It's time to open those good berries. Gideon.
Yep.
Uh,
the good berries.
is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Do we have any way
I
of
can
making
create
food?
food and water. Shall we do that, or would you rather I save the spell?
I haven't
think
used anything from my first level spells yet. So if you want, I could do that.
Unfortunately, this is a 3rd level spell to create food and water.
Create
Oh, I
food
thought
and
that was-
water
I
is
thought
a
it
third
was
level spell.
Water. Okay. I
can
only
do it,
have. I can only do
To
it.
do it
2
because we
times.
only have. only have like 3 hours left in here before we should leave.
Yeah, so maybe breaking
Oh.
open the good berries might be a good idea.
Let's just do good berries. I don't want to.
Yeah, so we should do the good berries, and honestly, should. There was
Well,
one
you've still got.
castle
You will
that we
still
saw.
have
We need
8
to
good
start
berries left, which is
making a
effectively
beeline towards
40. That is 3 days worth of food for you four. So
Would you rather save the good berries for a time when we really need them, though, or would you rather just spell?
I think that's
No,
what
let
they
me
just
refill
answered.
them.
Just
Right.
do the spell.
I do have.
You
Okay.
should just do the spell.
Yeah, let's do the spell.
Okay.
Okay. I will
Doctor,
cast another one, creating another
You wanna say
45
something?
pounds of food.
Okay, that food will last, well, normally 24 hours, but at this rate, you don't know. As you all tuck in and eat, I will need a roll on the wild magic table, please.
Absolutely.
And Jamal,
did you want to say something?
I need
yeah.
2 rolls of the d20 first, as you've used a 3rd level spell slot.
Two
I've been
rolls?
trying to speak
I will
for a
need 2
long time
rolls.
now.
You will take the lower number.
Oh, that's a 1.
Oh dear. I don't need a second roll. Give me a d100.
That's an 85.
An 85, you say?
What's the 85 catastrophe?
For the next day, you are proficient in all skills.
Not catastrophe. Holy crap. Okay.
Can we get
Oh.
more natural ones?
Oh my god.
No, a lot more
Never been
happens
so
on a nat 1,
upset
but it
not
could have
to
been a
be-
fireball centered on himself.
Yeah, I could have gone straight to 0 hit points.
So, you know, there are goods and bads, goods and bads. Now,
Doctor, what do you want to say?
sorry, Doctor. Go on.
I want to ask about the grape juice I still have from Salem. I never got to give it to I forget who it was, but I still have it.
The
Does
grape
it turn
juice.
to wine now?
That's a wonderful thought. Why not? Why not? I love that.
We still have the wine in the bag of holding.
No,
I
you
forgot
don't.
about that.
You have a cask of ale. 5,000 gold's worth of ale. If you must drink it, drink it. But I'm going to tell you for free, drinking alcohol in this situation, it's probably not
We're
your
gonna
best
get
plan.
drunk.
Not the best idea.
Okay. So, as you stand across the
we
ravine...
should eat and then we need to go.
Yes, you have eaten. And as you stand looking down at the first fortress, you see that it is manned to the brim. However, there is a large gap between the central fortress and the left fortress. And you will need to proceed over what appears to be a almost desert-like bit of land. How will you proceed? It looks to be
We're
sand.
doing this for some a few days ago.
Okay.
We need to go if we want to try to find this plant. We have to start moving with like quicker.
Are we in agreement that if after the 3 hours pass and we still can't find the plant, we
I'd
should
say see where we are first, because
Yeah.
if it's like
Very foot.
it hits the 3 hours and we're like right outside and we just haven't
Well,
checked it yet, we can check it
your
real
clock.
quick and then
Check
leave.
your clock,
Not
son.
like no,
It's 34 hours have passed.
I do.
Oh, we have
Let's
to go.
go
God damn it.
right away.
And I will need a constitution
go.
saving throw from all 4 of you before you leave, as the air is poisoned here. Nice one,
That's
Roscoe.
an 11.
However, you have disadvantage. Don't forget
I
that.
fail.
From your exhaustion.
I fail.
Well, all of you failed except for Roscoe.
I'm failing them.
Roscoe, you're at disadvantage, friend, from your exhaustion.
Oh, I am
I
at
need a second
disadvantage.
roll.
Oh, shit, okay.
Oh
Yes,
my
this is
God,
how they
yes.
got so ruined. Well, that's even better. Okay, fine. Apart from Roscoe, the 3 of you begin to feel a strange acidity to the air around you. And although nothing seems to be happening to you, you find yourself clawing at your throat, at your eyes. Your eyes tear up. Your nose feels like ammonia is inside it.
Oh
You-
god.
Begin to gasp for breath despite the fact that nothing's changed.
Are we calling this Air 2 or?
You will take a -2 to Constitution. This is Air 3.
All of us?
Air 2 was the coughing. Yep.
Oh, so I'm on Air 2 then.
All 3 of you took Air 3, and that is a -2 to your Constitution.
Okay.
Who will
So
lead
I'm
the
at
way across the
-3.
desert?
Someone, not me.
Do you
I
guys
can't
mind
see
if
it.
I do
Oh
this one?
no, that really took a hit to my hip
Roscoe,
points.
you're leading the way.
I'll lead the way.
Please do.
Let's hurry.
Okay.
Yeah. because I'm at 16.
As you
HP
set
now.
foot on the ground, Roscoe, give me a perception check.
That's an 18, so passive.
Disadvantage. Oh,
Oh,
your
yeah,
passive
no,
perception. Your passive perception's good enough for this, actually.
Yeah, and I
You are
wouldn't have
able to
disadvantage
discern
anyway.
that there are areas of this ground that are not that stable. Think quicksand.
Okay, I'll direct people to where this quicksand is, point these
You
locations
can't see
out,
where
and
it
make
is. You just know that
sure-
there are
I
areas
just
of
know that
instability.
it is.
It doesn't
Okay.
appear any different, but you see that bits of the ground far away are moving. How do you wish to combat the quicksand problem?
I would like to ask somebody right now if they have some kind of a staff or something they can use to poke the ground in front of us.
I hold out my staff of Lathander.
Excellent. Get poking.
I will have to ask you to lead the way and check carefully to see if the sand is actually stable or not, because this is not good.
Should we tie ourselves together just in case one of us ends up in the quicksand? We can just pull them out.
Thank you, Val. I needed that solution because
that's
as you all step onto the sand behind you that you walked over that was perfectly stable sinks all of a sudden. This is not in one place. This is moving.
Right, let's get this rope harnessing underway then, shall we?
And guys,
Okay, we tie ourselves.
Yeah.
as you tie yourself together, you have a problem. As you see 3 birds circling overhead, 30 foot in width. You're going to have to move fast.
Fuck that.
They can't hear. Wait, they can hear us. They can't see us.
You're going to have to move fast.
Can't see.
Okay,
We're in sand though. They can't sense us in sand, can they?
They can
Fine.
hear us.
You can
Can
find
sense
out.
it shifting, probably.
Run.
shall I pass without traces? We need to
run.
make sure we
Run.
get through undetected.
Just run.
Yeah,
Right.
We need to go. We have
Okay.
2 hours left.
As you run along, Val, you find yourself almost pulled by the rope as you are last in line. Your movement speed is far lower than everybody else's right now. You're struggling to keep up. Give me a charisma saving throw.
I was about to play Blade Song, but charisma.
I will let you do that straight after.
Oh, okay. Well, I got charisma 9.
Okay, you failed your charisma saving throw. You begin to think to yourself, am I worthy of dragging these people back? And you consider cutting the rope.
Well, I played Blade Song, so now my speed is back to 30.
For now, that'll do. As you are able to keep up just about, but you constantly find yourself doubting as this run goes on. Am I worth this? Doctor, the images of your death have ended. Your stats are restored, however, you must make a new charisma saving throw.
You're back to normal, but you're fucked up again.
Oh, we got 15 again.
Sorry?
We have a 15 again.
That's a fail. And this time you begin to hear whispers in your mind. We have answers for you. Come to us. And this whisper is guiding you to take a left. You, at the moment, are able to stave off the doubts, but you keep hearing the voice. We have the answers you seek. Come to us. Come to us. The rest of you are running across. And as you do, another hour passes.
I guess we are getting out of this.
My dice are kind.
This episode.
35 hours have passed. As you make your way to the other side of the desert, you pass the fortress on your right. You have ran almost a mile and a half without stopping. You need water, and fast.
Right, quickly hand out the water skins. Let's
Get out.
get
A
drinking.
third of
Let's
your
go.
flask
take
is
out
taken
just-
each. A third of your flask is taken each. And you're
Okay.
able to see ahead of you that the fortress, that if you use your spyglass, Gideon, you would see is unmanned.
Come on, we gotta go check it.
Run to the back, run to the
Have
back.
to go.
But you must make your way through the undergrowth.
How? Oh,
Go.
While we're doing this, I grab
I'm
my
gonna
torch.
wait before we go through. I was about to say I'm gonna pull out my torch and I'm gonna light a torch.
Let's
go through.
Each of you light a torch and hold it
All
up.
of us.
Yep.
Okay, but as you enter the undergrowth, you especially Roscoe, see things moving within the shadows. Roscoe, in fact, Roscoe, give me a perception check. Because if you can score 1 point higher, I'll give you a bit more information.
I cannot score 1 point higher, no.
I can give you nothing. Is anybody else capable of a 25 perception score?
Let me try.
Not currently.
I don't think any of you have enough plus.
I just got 26 on perception.
Beautiful. Lucky. I didn't know you were capable of that. So, as you look across, you see that there is nothing moving in the grass, but instead the grass is moving. The undergrowth is moving. And do you remember that strange high-pitched whine you heard before?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
You hear it constantly in this area. If you turn back, Roscoe, you will see that the birds are coming.
Yeah, run.
We need to get inside and
Go, go,
Fucking
go, go,
run!
go.
As you're running, however, look to your right.
I
You
don't
see
want
a
to.
bright blue shining flower. Exactly what you were looking for.
we need to grab this and get out immediately.
Get it, get it.
You are able to make a cutting of it, nice and simple.
I pull out the sapphire.
Okay. And you were instructed that when you needed to return, you would break it upon the ground.
Break it, break it, break it.
And curb stomp it.
You see a portal flare into view. And then you see a large purple hand crush it into the ground. And there, we will take a break. Welcome back to Sogravia, where times are troubling.
We are running.
Your teleportation home has failed. You have birds flying towards you, and it is 180 foot to that abandoned fortress in front of you. And Roscoe has decided for you, you've got the flower. Roscoe has decided for you that you need to run. Do you all agree?
Yeah, we're running. Run to that fortress. We need to hunker down somewhere.
However, at this moment, Doctor, you hear that voice calling persistently. Come to us. We have answers for you. And it is really close. I need you to make a charisma check to see if you are determined enough to ignore the voice.
That's 14.
That's enough. You are able to ignore the voice, and the group of you progress. And you run, and you run, and you run, and as you step off of the undergrowth ground... What a tragedy. Starling, dex save, please.
Oh no, not a fucking snake.
This is no snake.
Alright.
The branch.
You still haven't cured that too, as I recall.
Teen?
Sorry? 18?
Teen?
You're cutting out at the beginning of your sentences.
I got an 18.
Okay, you made it. As the branches grew around you, but you were able to get out. But you weren't last in line. The rest of you step onto the rock. Validrin. In front of you, you see a mesh of growth. Like a barrier in front of you.
Can I throw my torch at it?
Yes, you can.
Also, still carrying torch as well.
Okay, both of you throw your torches at it. It begins to take flame. Starting the whole... Validrin, the whole undergrowth is growing around you as you see a burning gap. Maybe 3 foot wide. And as the plants sneak right up to you...
I sneak. I go through the
You make
fire.
the jump. Give me a con save. Or a dex save, whichever you prefer. You can either try to tough it out through the flames or leap in an acrobatic manner that allows you to avoid them.
So, 24.
Oh, easy. Easy. She dodges through the flames and comes to a roll on the ground in front of you as the group of you run up to the fortress, and you see that the gate has crumbled inwards and the fortress is open to you all. And you are able to head in. The birds circling over the
still following
undergrowth
us?
do not pursue.
Good. All right.
38 hours have passed. And you're hungry. You're thirsty. But you know that you have to conserve what you have.
We still have our rations that I created.
As you look out, yes, they are... Actually, it's fair to say that you notice that they are beginning to turn. You're probably best to eat those now.
Yeah.
We'll assuage your hunger.
We should eat those now.
But in eating, you find that your thirst develops and you must drink a third of your water supply. You all have a third left in your water skins.
While we're eating and drinking, I'm casting Liamon's Hut.
Yeah, I will let you instacast that today. I will need two d20s, please, as you roll them. Isn't it second or third level spell?
It's a third level.
Then I will need 2 rolls, 2 d20s, please.
2 d20.
I will take the lower number.
7. Oh, 7.
7. Okay, now roll me a d100, please.
3.
3. You gain 2 strength.
Wow. That's more than I normally have.
Considering that this wild magic table is full of more negative than positive effects, you guys are doing well on it. However, as you sit in your Learmon's tiny hut, the effects of exhaustion temporarily ceased. You have a spyglass and a Roscoe with excellent perception. If you were to combine them, you may be able to see some things.
Yeah,
I am very much in for doing this.
Okay, Roscoe, you are able to climb the short wall up to the edge of up to the top of the fortress wall. There is a ladder up there. As you look out, you see maybe a mile to the west. As as Gideon has completely forgotten that he was drawing a map once upon a time. As his mind has been ruined by this area. You see a cave leading downwards in the distance. And far more frightening than that, you see at the fortress behind you to the left, so this would be to your southwest, at the fortress to the northwest, the fortress directly to the north, the fortress to the northeast, the fortress to the east, the fortress to the southeast. You see hordes of undead are moving in on your position.
Oh, that's one way you get us
was
moving.
this cave you said a mile away?
You see one cave headed down into the Underdark in the distance.
What direction is this one?
Directly west.
There's no fortress there then, yes?
No fortress, just a cave. But
No
you are
fortress.
able to see that this is a large opening cave that heads straight downwards into the Underdark.
I'm going to come down to the party immediately.
Oh, wait.
Please do.
We are.
Okay.
Roscoe, what do you tell your party?
As I rejoin the party, I address them. We have very, very bad news. We have company, and it's in huge numbers. Every single fortress in this area, there are hordes of undead, and they are marching. Every single one of these. There are a great many of them. They are coming with all of their numbers. There is no way we can fight that. We are talking...
Where we can go?
We are talking platoons upon platoons. An army. We need to move. We can't stay here. I don't even think we could possibly find anywhere in this place to hide. There's one place I've noticed that we can go. There is a cave a mile out to our west. It goes what looks like straight into the Underdark. We're stuck between a bad place, a terrible place, and death, guaranteed.
We'll take the Underdark over here.
That's exactly what I was expecting. The problem is, we have to get a mile, and we have those damned birds.
No, the birds are not following you.
Follow.
The birds gave your
Birds-
position
Exactly.
originally over the grass. That is how they knew to come towards you. But no, you just have undead coming.
Don't
your
we
way.
still have to pass through that grass to get out, though?
Nope. This is due west. This is along the edge of the grass. It is across a
Okay.
fairly open, rocky, barren ground.
Then that's a little bit better. Our chances are looking up slightly. It's not great, but it's better than here.
Yeah.
Let's just go.
As you all step
That's
out of your
wasting no time.
Learman's tiny hut, you begin to feel that the time has worn on further than you thought. 38 hours have passed since you last slept. You all receive another level of exhaustion.
This is not good.
Come on, guys, we can tough
And
this
that
out.
means that your speed is halved. Unless you're Valedrian, of course, who now has disadvantage on all attack
Alright, we
rolls
have to
and
go.
saving throws.
Sounds like me.
No.
As you begin to look out, this mile
Start running.
seems to stretch on forever. But you begin to make your way across. The air weighs heavily upon you. I will need a con save from all of you but Doctor. Doctor, I'll need a charisma saving throw.
3.
Did anybody get above an 18?
4.
No.
No?
Nope.
Oh dear.
Fuck.
And
As
I got
the-
11 with my charisma.
Okay, as the air truly feels damp, feels wet, feels cold, everywhere will feel to you now like difficult terrain. Which means I believe, Val, your movement speed is now back to being 15 foot. Doctor, as you fail your charisma saving throw, again, you are cast back into memories. You are unable to make a perception check. As you are. You have 0 passive perception as you are distracted by the thoughts of your recreation.
This is hell.
And
This is more hell.
This
than
is literally hell.
and Doctor, you will have disadvantage on all ability checks, saving throws, and attack rolls.
Oh my god, there
And your
is no
movement speed is
chance.
halved.
With our movement
Well-
speed being dashed so much, can we even escape this army?
Let's find out
Can we even
as you
make
begin
it?
to
Let's
move.
try.
I will need an athletics check from each of you. A disadvantage. I think nobody anymore
It's the
has
one
any
thing they
advantage, I
have
think.
taken from. God damn it.
Oh,
That's a 4.
Can I do acrobatics instead?
Nope, you're not going to be cartwheeling across this area. You're going to be running.
This is not looking good for Gideon.
By the way,
Gunstar.
this is not a saving throw. This is just to see who's going in what order. That's all I want. So
Okay.
don't panic too much.
Oh,
Oh, because I was worried about
Oh,
my
it's
nat
Okay, it's fair to
fucking
say
one.
that Starling's leading the way. She got a 23.
same here.
Val got an 11.
At
Roscoe got a
218.
2. Doctor got a 23 and a 5. Oh dear, what a shame. He'll be taking the 5. So, Gideon, what was your final athletics roll?
Be a nice old 4.
4. Starling will lead the way, followed by Val, followed
Somehow.
by Doctor,
Yes.
followed by Gideon. Finally, with Roscoe bringing up the rear with his short little halfling legs, attempting to
Oh no.
pump his way across the darkness.
Oh no.
Crying right
And
now.
as you step out of this fortress, you see to your right and left that there are these blue flowers. You are able to take extra samples on your way, swooping down to grab them. As you go, you now have 3 samples of these flowers. However, you have a mile to go. And as you step out onto the rocky ground, you see there are crevices, there are cracks. It's difficult footing. It's not only that, you smell... What do you smell? Roscoe and Gideon,
What?
give me a perception check, please, at disadvantage.
Well,
Yours will be a straight roll. Yours will be a straight roll.
Yeah. That's nat
So,
20.
11.
Okay. Roscoe, you are able to smell sulfur rising up through the ground.
Rotten eggs smell of sulfur? Or
Yeah.
brimstone sulfur?
Nope, rotten egg sulfur. There
So
is
like
disgusting.
rotten decay.
rot, decay. And you smell something else. You smell burning. Just
Decay
burning.
and burning.
As you
from
guys begin to
underneath
run,
us.
I'm assuming you're running, not taking a short walk and a jaunt.
Well,
Run.
we can't run.
As we-
What's our speed?
Well, yes, I mean, you're running as best as 15
You-
foot,
we're
15
going as
foot
fast
every
as we
6 seconds will
possibly
allow.
can.
15 foot
Yeah.
every 6 seconds is not actually that slow, Jamal.
10 to 15.
Every 6 seconds? That's pretty fast.
It's,
Well,
it's,
15
it's,
foot every 6 seconds. That's 5 meters every 6 seconds.
it's
That's
a brisk, it's a slow walk.
Maybe taking the dash action.
It's a slow walk. Yeah,
Oh,
you are all
we're
taking the
dashing
dash
across,
action.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
doubling everything.
Yeah,
Oh, so back to normal.
But you are being chased by undead. And as you run across, and slowly, my dice are being very kind to you.
Let's be
You
honest,
are
how
able
fast
to
can
make
undead be?
60 foot, 70 foot, 80 foot. Oh dear.
Shit, we have to go a mile.
Who's
How
number
long's a
5?
month?
Doctor, I need a dexterity saving throw, please. This will be a straight roll for you, I believe.
Oh no!
You have advantage on this
fuck.
normally, don't you?
No.
Oh no, you've got your +2. That's the one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So add your 2. You're at
This
disadvantage
isn't
still.
good.
Lowest is 15.
Oh, perfect.
Oh,
Ignore it.
Just
90
realized I had a
foot.
+1 on saves.
100 foot. 110. 120.
5,000.
130. I need Starling to make a acrobatics check at disadvantage, please.
Thank God.
Are you still tied together?
I
Assume
wouldn't have
so.
thought so.
I assumed
I
so.
don't think so.
We
I-
never said we untied ourselves.
At
I had to have been
disadvantage,
untied
please,
to go up,
We're
Starling.
though.
running
wouldn't
as
I?
fast as we can. We have
Okay, that's a 26.
that's
That
a
is true, we didn't-
26.
Now, you see, the problem is you are tied together. And Val is tied to you, and as the rock below you gives way and falls down into what appears to be a pit of sulphurous lava, you are able to leap off.
Oh, fuck.
But you leave her dangling above it. You all stumble as she falls, but you're able to take the weight, and you lift her out. It's a good job you're still tied together, or you would have just killed Val.
Oh, that would have been unfortunate.
Oh,
Keep going. 110. 120. 130. 140. 150. Who would have known I could roll this many 5s? 160. Oh dear. It's anything
Do we
under
have
a
a way of
12.
contacting Amos or
Yes, anything over a 12 is when I'm giving you something to deal with. Starling, it's you again. You're in the front. Charisma saving throw, please.
fuck? It's a 4.
Starling, you failed. And you begin to think to yourself,
Why
why would I risk my life for these people? I don't
That's a
know them.
good fucking question, actually.
I don't care for them. Starling,
Right
cut the
now?
rope.
Okay.
Cut the rope, you're alone. And run ahead. You don't
Oh.
believe enough in these people. Run ahead.
Can I grab her before she runs ahead?
No, she got a 23 and the rest of you got 11 or below. She's long gone.
Oh, that's true.
She also has more movement speed than you guys. Starling,
Oh,
you'll
we
be
all
running it
supposed to
alone.
roll one?
No, just Starling. 160. 170. 180. 190. 200. Roscoe, make a constitution saving throw for me, please.
That's a 20.
You're fine. Though the sulfur begins to get to your throat. You will all need to take a quick gasp of water, please. And this will empty your water skins. Starling, you've already taken yours.
We
Oh, actually,
didn't we have 2/3 when we started running?
No, you had a third, as when you ate afterwards, you
We
needed to
drunk
drink.
as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had to drink again. Okay.
Hey guys,
You're out of water.
I'm going to use create or destroy water.
You're going to stop to cast?
Oh fuck me.
Keep going, dude.
Run no casting, is that possible?
Yes, but he'd only be
that's
able to
fair.
refill his own. Fact, give me a charisma saving throw, Gideon.
Oh no! A 19.
19 won't cut it. You realize that you can create this water while running, and it will suffice for 3. There are only 4 of you running. Wait, no. There are 5. With you are Validrin, Roscoe, Doctor, yourself, and Scar. And in typical Gideon
Oh,
fashion,
no.
you decide that their lives are worth more than yours. Doctor doesn't need to drink. They each need a third of water each. You create water in your water skin and you hand it to Velidrin. You are out of water, but they are not. As we run on, 210, 220, 230,
What kind of music
240,
swell just this that time?
250, 260. It's good track,
IP,
isn't it?
rest in peace. Our
270,
party.
280. I need a dex saving throw from Velidrin, please, who is now in the lead. Starling, I also need an acrobatics check from you, please.
11.
11. You feel a short, sharp bite on the back of your ankle.
Okay.
Imagine putting snakes in this place. What kind of dickhead DM would do that?
Mm-hmm.
Your hit point
Someone is
maximum.
obviously insane.
Your hit point maximum is halved as you reach another point of exhaustion.
Oh,
I have 17.
You got a
This is
17 on
exhaustion.
the acrobatics? You're fine. You leap away
Mm.
from the falling rocks, and you are leaving pits of lava in front of you. But as you look back briefly, not really caring, just curious, you see the party are now 300 foot behind you.
What?
Thank you,
Well,
Kira.
more like-
This is ruining my concentration completely with the tide of these motherfucking snakes in this motherfucking plane. 250
there's so
foot.
many goddamn
Sorry, Doctor, go on.
motherfuckers.
I would like to know, can I cast Find Steed?
Not in this area.
It's 10
There's more
minutes.
steed to be found, and you ain't got 10 minutes.
It's 10 minutes.
I believe so. But
It
even
takes
if
10
it
minutes
wasn't,
to cast it.
even if
unless-
it wasn't, you wouldn't find no steed in a place like this. As we keep going, 230. Sorry, 250, 260, 270, 280, 290, 300. How many fives can I roll? 310. 320.
Keep on rolling 5.
Just roll
Just keep on
Roscoe.
rolling the 5.
Roscoe,
Yes,
I need another Constitution saving throw.
that's a 20.
Okay. Strangely constitution at halfway.
Yes.
You are rolling these at disadvantage, yeah? You have
Oh
disadvantage.
shit, a disadvantage?
Oh, everything is a disadvantage right
Oh
now.
shit, okay. No, okay,
It
well that
does
one
not
was still a
affect
20.
you.
What did you roll?
Oh, I
instead?
need to roll disadvantage for the previous one, don't I?
That's fine.
Right, I'll do it.
I'll ignore the previous one. That was my own bad.
Okay.
I'm not catching up.
Yeah, it was a 20 anyway, so.
Nice. Yes, it was.
Oh my god, these rolls!
Okay. 300 foot. 310. 320. 330. Gideon. Make a dex save.
Oh no. Save. 4.
Yeah, you're bitten by a snake. If you
God
suffer
damn it.
another level of exhaustion, I believe that this would now mean you have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. Not that you didn't already have disadvantage on saving throws, but now you've got disadvantage again. Just so at this point, if you have advantage on any saving throws, it is rolled at disadvantage.
It's all
It's
flat.
always a disadvantage. No matter what, it's just
Pretty much.
disadvantage. Oh my god, this is hell.
Okay, well, good note. You're 350 foot. You've only got 650 to go. 360, 370, 380, 390. Doctor, Christmas saving throw. Sorry, dex saving throw.
Mm.
17.
Okay. You trip
This
briefly,
is
but are able to
hell.
catch your balance and keep going. 400, 410. Starling, you've reached the cave. You look back at your party. Give me a charisma saving throw.
She's gonna shoot us.
Nat 1.
You abandon them,
God.
and you run on into the
Oh
underdog.
no. Oh no.
And as you do,
Oh,
you
Sorry.
make your way down a long, winding tunnel into the depths. There is only one path. Do you have a torch on you? You do.
Isn't she an elf?
She is an
I
elf,
should.
but dark vision doesn't help you in darkness.
That's fair.
It's pitch
Dark
black.
vision's only too strong.
So, at this point, you will be running with torchlight. And I will tell you for free, it has burnt a quarter of the way down. You have 3/4 of a torch left of light. And then you're in trouble. Keep going down.
A bow I can set on fire.
The rest of you, 400. 410. Sorry, 420, 430. 440. 450. 460. 470. 480. 490. 500. Roscoe, give me a perception check.
That'll be taking my base of 24 then.
Okay. Take a quick look behind you.
Right.
Because they are closing in.
They're gaining ground on us.
They are gaining ground on you.
Right.
That's
It's a huge problem.
And
Does anyone have shape rock?
No, I have literally nothing that can potentially save us from this.
Let me check my spells, but it probably won't be a good idea to cast at this time.
We'll just continue heading down then. I mean, to the cave.
Well, I have Speak with Dead if any of you want to die.
I
Has
see
got
you
like
came well
dynamite or
prepared.
something, or throw like dynamite and blow up the
You
ground
got
behind
nothing.
you. maybe.
I sadly do not have dynamite.
You've got nothing.
Oh, I have fireball, but does anyone really want to test it out?
No.
That's
You
fair.
don't. So you keep
Also,
running.
pretty sure my base of my column
510.
already used up a long time.
515, 520, 530, 540, and now 40 hours have passed. As you begin to feel exhaustion setting in. You will all gain 1 level of exhaustion. And I'm really sorry, but, Belligerent, your movement speed is now 0.
Yeah, I'm 1 exhaustion away from death.
Can I
No.
pick her up?
You will need to,
Shit.
Doctor. Make a strength check. The rest of you will now have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws, unless, of course, you already had that. At which point, you must
Yeah, but
half
for
your
me-
maximum HP.
Oh, fuck. Alright, well, that's what I have to do.
Wow.
What level of exhaustion is half max
Oh,
HP?
sorry, Val, you've got half maximum HP and your speed is reduced to 0.
Wow. So much shit was changed on my character sheet, it legit crashed.
That's alright, I'm
Oh,
keeping track. You
jeez.
guys don't need to worry too much. I've got track of this.
Alright, well, I'm
As
safe.
Doctor puts Val over his shoulder, and Scar begins to take the lead. As he
Oh, yeah, I
runs
forgot
and
Scar
lopes
was
ahead
on
of you.
us.
Starling, I need you to roll initiative.
We're in a fight.
As you come upon a monster in the Underdark. And darling, you're alone.
I'm at disadvantage. Mark?
No, not initiative.
Okay, 15.
Okay. Sorry, I've got the wrong thing on here.
That's how we all die.
Yup. Splitting the party. Val, 1 point of exhaustion away from death.
Okay, just
How did you get
resurrect
so
me.
high of,
What was
exhaustion anyway?
your initiative, Starling? She got bitten by a snake. Starling,
snake.
Starling, your initiative?
15.
15. Okay.
15.
You see rising around you 3 strange rocky creatures. Large, scythe-like appendages. They stand 15 foot tall. At the start of your turn, I will need you to make a charisma saving throw, please.
Well, I'm gonna fail it. I got a 3.
You did fail it. You cannot take any reactions until the start of your turn. And this strange rocky monster swipes out at you. Once. That's a 17 to hit.
Believe that doesn't actually hit. Nope, doesn't. I have
Does
18.
not. Twice. And 3 times. It misses with 3 hits. And the second one swipes out at you. Once. That'll hit. That's 6 points of slashing damage. Twice.
Okay, that's not that bad.
12 points of slashing
Things are
damage.
not looking good for the party.
Jesus.
And 3 times.
At 12 on top of the 6.
Correct. The third one doesn't hit.
Just wanna
Starling,
check.
it is your turn. However, you will need to roll me a d8, please.
Ooh.
6.
6. Your turn will be that you take no action, but run in a random direction for your full movement speed. And that concludes your turn. The next one swipes out at you. Starling, let me just check. What HP are you on right now? Just out of curiosity.
Currently 58.
Well, that one's hitting. And that one's hitting. And that one's hitting. You will take 12 plus 13. It's 25. Plus 11. 36 damage.
Wait. Can use reactions again, right? Because it's
You can.
because my turn happened.
You can take the uncanny dodge action. You can block the highest of those hits and half that 13 to 6. You will take 7 damage less. There was 3
29.
separate hits. The original Umber Hulk swings out at you. Just in case you hadn't worked out what you were fighting. There's 3 of them. That misses. That misses. But that one hits. And will deal you 19 points of damage. And at this moment, at this very moment, a drow steps out of the shadows. You've seen him before. He pulls a purple blade from his hip, and he stands in front of you and pushes you back. 2 female drow step forward and take you by the arm and pull you aside. And suddenly 4, 5, 6 drow are fighting these people. These Umber Hulks, and they are battling them down. The party will need to continue rolling. Starling, your initiative is over, and you feel the warmth of healing run through you as the Drow Priestess casts Heal on you, and the other casts Greater Restoration. You will take every negative effect off your character sheet except for your exhaustion, and you will be full health.
Jesus.
The Drow have stepped forward, but...
Yeah. Caviar.
Well, perhaps. You've met him before. There he is. The party are 500 foot away. 510. 520. 530.
Man, I'm actually gonna cry.
540. 550. Doctor, I need a charisma saving throw, please.
Oh, please don't.
Sick.
Nice.
570.
Thank
God,
goodness.
Finally, come on.
580. 590. 600. Scar stumbles in front of you. Will you pick him up?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me an athletics check, please.
That's an 8.
You get him to his feet, but he can't hold himself up. You can't carry 2 people. Will you leave Scar behind? Or will one of you attempt to carry
I'll
him?
try and carry him.
Gideon, give me a strength check. Scar is not light.
Check.
Kira, I appreciate you noticing that. Thank you.
Thank God, that's a 20.
You pick Scar up, you put him over your shoulder, and the rest of you proceed. 590, 600, 610, 620, 630. You will all need to give me a Constitution saving throw. Apart from Doctor, who isn't affected by the air.
Wait, so you're saying we've got to go a
I have to
mile,
do
you're
it?
saying?
You are at, I'm counting it as 1,000 feet.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it's not a 5,000 foot fucking full mile.
No, no,
oh
no,
god, that's
okay.
5 on a con save. Shit.
Okay, did
Oh,
anybody get above
7.
Did anybody get above an 18?
No.
You
Do I
choke
have to make it?
upon the venom of the air. Yeah, no, you're fine. You choke upon the venom of the air. You take 14 points of acid damage each.
All of us?
And you will need to drink the rest of the water, or you will fall unconscious. Gideon.
The rest of the water that we don't have?
You do. Gideon cast it and gave it out to all three of you. But he didn't give it to himself. Gideon, will you let Scar drink the last bit of water, or will you drink it yourself? Give me a charisma saving throw to find out.
Berries, though. But the berries, though. But the berry.
Do
I
the
think the
berries
berries can
count
taste
as
water.
water?
No.
I don't
Berries
think so.
don't, I don't think.
22.
You
Oh, you
choose
said
to
that they
let
would-
Scar
oh, okay.
fall unconscious, and you drink it yourself. You are now carrying an unconscious barbarian on your shoulders. And we keep going. 6:10.
I thought
6:20.
the save was for.
I know you
Okay,
did.
then.
6:30. 6:40. As you realized there that you were more important to the party to keep them alive than he was. Better you carry the unconscious man than he lives but is unable to run. 6:30. 6:40. 6:50.
Valdrin,
6:60.
I'm on 2.
6:70.
We have potion. We have healing potions.
6:80. Drink a healing potion.
Wait,
Drink it
can I
now.
Have a,
also
can I?
went down Val's throat?
And just start
You
chugging
can do,
those
but
things. We
she's
have
not.
like 20
It's
of
not
them.
it's not her health that's the problem. It's that she's got no movement speed. She's
Okay.
exhausted beyond belief. She can't keep going. Drink your healing potion, Gideon.
That's what doctor's saying.
Yep.
I'm chucking
carry
one of
on.
my healing potions as well for a
Healing
7
potion.
heal.
7:10.
And I want to also give one to Scar so he stays up. Or so
You
he's
stabilize
not
him.
dying.
That's all.
Is someone giving me the healing potion, or should I drink my own?
I'm giving you one.
You can have one. Yeah,
Okay.
you can drink one. You're able to drink. You just can't move.
Oh,
You just can't
doctor,
run.
how much are you giving me?
You can't even walk anymore. You've got no energy left you.
Do you want me
7:50.
to give
Okay,
you one?
6 HP.
7:60. 7:70. 7:80. 7:90. Roscoe, make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage, please.
That's not one.
You are knocked to the ground as the lead forces of the undead have caught you.
I didn't know they were that close behind me. I will immediately react and turn undead.
You raise your holy symbol above your head. You shriek out, a light is around you. And briefly, the line wavers, they fall backwards. You give yourself a bit of breathing room. Keep running. 7:50. 7:60. 7:70. 7:80. I need a charisma saving throw from Gideon, please.
$13.
You fail. Gideon, you stand still.
Yep.
You place Scar upon the ground. Doctor grabs him in his other hand, somehow, with the energy still, is able to run on with them, and you decide to take a stand.
Oh,
You
no.
believe yourself not worthy of saving. The rest of you head on. 790, 800. Do you have the ability to turn undead, Gideon?
Yep, I plan on doing that.
Well, you will be doing it right now.
And as they're running off, I'm like,
Oh, sorry, Gideon, your mic went very strange there. Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
As I'm turning undead, and I kind of turn back to see my friends running along, I'm going to yell out, "Be safe and have a good life! Give 'em hell!"
This is depressing.
The light rises above you, the undead fall back, but two purple-skinned figures are not undead, and they step through, and you find yourself engaged in battle. You make your stand, your shield up. You block one blow, you block a second. You swing back with your mace. You won't be rolling initiative for this combat. The rest of you, 850, 860, 870, 880. Roscoe, I need a constitution saving throw, please.
Yeah, I haven't made it.
Okay. You are beyond exhausted. Your movement speed is 0.
Exhaustion straight to 5?
4, I believe that is. No, 5. Sorry. Were you at 3 before?
Yes.
Your hit point maximum is halved. I apologize. Keep yourself up. Don't worry. I'm sure you'll fail the next one.
Oh, thank God.
900. 910. 920. Gideon, you block another 2 blows. The undead are almost stumbling over each other to get to you, and you see a crystalline purple globe rise before you. And as the Shadow Veil swings into it, its blade stops. As you look up, your party reach the entrance to the cave, and standing there with their arms extended are 2 female drow, holding back the forces. You turn, and you run to the cave. You stumble briefly, but you're able to get up. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh no.
Thank God for the healing potion.
Yeah, thank God for the fucking healing potion. Oh my
40
God.
foot
What
left.
healing potion? God for the
30
fucking
foot
drow.
20 foot left. 10 foot left. And as you step into the cavern, the drow step back and collapse the wall in front of you guys. But as you turn,
Goodness.
you see Amon staring back at you. There's no longer a caveat.
Hang on.
And he says, "It seems that you needed a rescue, friend.
Emma.
You've done well.
Good to see you. I'm
Please.
gonna collapse.
Meet my brothers, my family." And he gestures to the drow, and he introduces them by name. Nocius, Marvius, Danella, Roxa. I will give you all the names later, but what is most important is he doesn't introduce Caviar because Caviar is not there. And Amon says, "You have always wondered why I could come and go, Starling." And he takes a mask from his face. And standing there is Caviar. They are the same person.
Awesome.
My 2 PCs became 1.
They did. No, your 2 PCs, what?
Favorite characters.
No, no,
My 2
Starling's...
favorite.
Oh, yeah. They are the same person. Caviar,
Two
Amon.
favorite characters. Are the
For
same person.
years, he has been able to traverse the Shadow Veil saving people. He has been able to explore behind enemy lines. And he has been able to come and go like a whisper in the night. And now you understand why. Starling, it's fair to say you've always been enamored of Amon, despite having to track him for the Sisterhood, but right now, this feels strange. And they lead you down a path, each of them carrying you, one by one, apart from Doctor, who is still walking quite casually.
Yeah, he's just fine.
I'm fine
You
over
feel
here.
the wash of healing magic go through you, but you approach a strange city of sparkling lights that are ethereal, dark purple, like fairy fire. A majestic city. Spires tower above you, a gate made of wrought iron with decor on every single pillar. And he says, "Welcome to Undazakan. Please, step forward." And the gate swings. And as he walks through, he kneels in front of a woman, an older woman. Looks up and he says, "Mother, I have brought them." And she turns to you. She speaks in a tongue. Do any of you speak Undercommon?
Nope.
No idea.
Roscoe, do you speak Undercommon?
Absolutely not.
You hear one word in particular repeated, Iblith. And the drow begin to form a protective circle around Validrin. Iblith quite literally means dung, garbage, excrement. They are not welcoming of an elf in their lands. But Caviar is persuasive. And you hear him say first in the drow tongue and then in common. That he will take her under his protection and have responsibility for her at all times, as he takes her gently into his arms.
What are they doing to Starling then? Because isn't she also an elf?
Starling, they knew about.
What else?
They knew about Starling.
Ah,
And Caviar
That
is
makes sense.
very fond of
Wait.
Starling.
I see. Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
And as they walk you to what appears to be a sort of large compound built into a large mushroom grove standing 60 foot tall, the image of a spider morphing into a drow and back to a spider painted upon the wall. You are led into a small room filled with blue and purple lights. These have clearly been lit for your convenience, as normally lights are not something that they would use down here. And you're each laid upon a bed. Take a long rest. All of you.
Thank fucking God.
You didn't think I was going to leave you to die, did you?
I mean,
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. That was the aim. You were meant to feel like you were going to die. However,
Does this remove our exhaustion? Or?
it removes all your exhaustion.
All of them? Oh, thank
Almost.
goodness.
You
I
are
thought it was
restored
like you
to
could
your
fight it.
base character sheet. However, you do still have a problem. Because... Oh, no, that's not the one we're looking for. You're in Mistralia. In fact, you are approximately... Let us get a little counter. Please, counter. You are here. And as you awake, Doctor, you have been bored shitless as you've waited 7 days for your party to awake. During which time, Caviar has spoken to you about... Well, we'll call him Amon. It's probably simpler, but he is Caviar. That is his true name. He has spoken to you about the fact that you are the son of the king. That you were Warforged to protect you from Shadowfell infiltration. They cannot infiltrate the Warforged. He gave up all knowledge of your whereabouts, your name, your future, and asked instead Amon to keep tabs on you. And keep tabs he has. As you begin to come of age, should he fall, you are the next in line to the throne.
Damn.
Regardless of your Warforged status. He counsels you through this. He talks about the pain of the king as he watched you be Warforged, as he watched the metal welded to your body, as he watched you die and be reborn. But it was for the right reasons. And as each of you wakes after a 7-day break, everything restored. Caviar laughs. And he says, I'd love to tell you it's all rainbows and sunshine from here. But I can't get you home from here. Only close. Very close. But the wrong side of Imul Dariak. The fortress of the Shadowvale.
And how far is it to the border?
Well, 25 minutes. If you were a Shadowvale.
If.
You can't go round,
Wizard.
Dariak.
Not out of there?
You can't,
We can't
go,
go
round.
round.
You must go through.
Oh, God.
We can open you up into the tunnels beneath Imul Dariak, and at the same time, Anvar will lead a charge of men to the fortress. They believe they are saving me, but they are not. They are saving you. Specifically you, Doctor. Or, should I say, Genthris. Your original name.
What's your original name again, sorry?
Genthris is his original name.
Chancellor?
Genthris.
Genthris, cool.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, yeah, spelled that right.
So,
How long is it going to take for us to get... You said 25 minutes for Shadowvale. How much for not Shadow Wheel people.
That depends how much you have to fight. I will lead you through the Underdark to the
Sorry,
entrance
fight?
into the caverns of Imildariak, and we will wait until we hear the sounds of battle above. And then we'll make our charge. They are dangerous, and they are many. But saving you is the mission here. We must save Genthris, the son of the king. We must save the last Aasimar. And to those of you who have performed incredibly admirably as members of the Sisterhood, and to you, Valitrin, who seem to have formed a bond with these that won't be broken easily. You guys will be the future of Sogravia if we play this right. Please, level up. And we will take a short break there
Let's
for our
go.
party to level up.
Okay, let's go.
Before, as they make their way through the Underdark,
go,
unhindered of
boys!
course, escorted by Drow to the caverns of Imildariak, where I shall leave you with an image of what you have to contend with. Because, guys, you ain't gonna like this. Welcome back. As the party have been led through the caverns of the Underdark, in near pitch black, which was highly unhelpful for you guys, you come across what appears to be a swirling blue light with a couple of small buildings inside it. Aemon takes the face of Aemon and stops looking like caviar, and the rest of the drow recede into the background. As he steps forward and he says, Kiliana, thank you for making it on such short notice. Before you, you see 35 women, mages of the Sisterhood, and floating on a disc behind them is the body of Glacius.
Question.
Lunaris leans
Kiliana
over to you.
drunk?
It was Kiliana drunk? No, she was never drunk. It was all an act. She leans over to you and she says, hand me the flower, Lunaris says.
I'll pull the flower out from the bag of holding. I would have
Okay.
rather sensibly stash it in and pass that thing straight
Here we go,
over.
Glacius. Live or die. By the dice. One. Oh, that's really not focused. 115. You live. Glacius, welcome back to life. At full health, I might add. As she casts her rising magic and forces the flower down your throat, and you're kind of struggling with it. Swallow this strange flower. But you come back to life. And as 25 mages surround you and 10 stand behind you, the Sisterhood, Aemon leads the way up to what appears to be a storage cavern.
Now, I would like to ask one question here, and I don't mean to rain on anyone's parade, but with what happened with the flower just there, was there really no way for anyone to possibly cultivate this thing so we have future protection against
Did you
this
bring
sort
any
of
others
poison?
back?
No.
2 more.
Did no
We
one
got 2 more.
did they not stop to take
Starling
any fees or
brought
anything
2
from the
more.
thing?
And
2
she
more.
takes them. She says, well, yes. Although, this grows only on the plane of shadow. We'll experiment. We'll see what we can do to replicate that environment. I hope that no one has to make that journey again. You
Indeed, I wouldn't wish it on anyone, but
appear
you've got some
exhausted.
talented mages
You
here.
were gone for too long.
Yeah.
Too
You've
long.
got some talented mages here, though, so I'm sure you will be able to succeed in your efforts to replicate something that could
That we
protect
have.
against this in future.
Now, there is no Torgar up above. He leads the armies into Sandhoven, where we are making progress, and you thought it was bad walking across those lands? Try fighting in them. We've lost many dwarves, but kept the majority of them in battle through great healing magic and the power of the Magus Arcane, as they still the effects of the air. But above, Anvar leads a charge of the Dawn Guard and the Furion Guard to the front, and Rialdan himself has stepped upon the battlefield. He is the head of the Magus Arcane, for those of you who don't know. And he is raining destruction upon the Shadowvale even as we speak. And if you listen out, just carefully, just now, anybody with a passive perception of above 10, which should be all of you, will now hear the sounds of battle beginning. The clash of sword on shield. The arcane magic making strange crackling and popping sounds in the night. And 6 sisters lean forwards and place their hands upon your shoulders. You are all under the effects of haste. You will gain +2 to your AC, gain advantage on any dexterity saving throws, and take 2 actions within a turn.
Alright.
However, I will need you all to roll initiative as Amon leads you into the fortress.
How do I manually put
haste doesn't give anything.
advantage on my dex save?
Sorry,
Go ahead.
one at a time.
Sorry.
You just remember to roll your dex saves at advantage, so you just roll
Roger.
twice. You add +2 to your AC, and you take 2 actions per turn. You cannot cast 2 spells in one turn. This, somebody could read haste for me, it would be great, but I believe it says that you may... Val, you really don't have haste? Wow. Okay. Yes, I've just googled the definition instead of the DND one.
And an extra 10 speed, yes.
27 on initiative, boy.
Yes, so you will gain +2 bonus to AC, advantage on dexterity saving throws, an additional action on each of your turns that can be used only to take the attack action, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object. You don't gain 10 movement speed.
Oh, I don't? Oh, okay.
Your speed is doubled.
Oh,
That's how haste works.
very well.
Oh, I do have haste. I just don't have a dead. Okay, never mind.
Okay, yeah, so you are all under the effects of haste to this battle, as I will need you, each of you, to roll initiative. Bear with me a second as we add some enemies.
It's gonna be so good.
This is gonna be good.
That looks
I
sufficiently
don't know
deadly.
why, but I was kind of picturing something like Minas Morgul.
That is sort of...
Like,
It's darker than that. Val, your initiative, please.
Doctor says something about +3 to anyone
Plus
to initiative.
Yep. So each of you add +2
Okay, so
to
anyone
15.
within 10 feet, so all of us.
all of you. So, sorry, that was
Okay, so-
15 overall?
Yeah.
Glacius, initiative. And oh!
27!
Oh, hold up, let us do something far more important than that. Ah, that's better. Glacius, Frostborn. 27, did you say?
Got a nat 20.
You will have
I have
advantage on your
advantage
first
either
action.
way, so I didn't even roll.
Gideon. No, you get advantage on your first action after Doctor calls. Gideon.
11.
Doctor.
With the plus we already added onto it. So
Yep.
it's an 8 plus 3, so
Yeah, that's fine. I just take the final number. Doctor?
I also got an 11.
Okay. Let's ignore Scar right now. Starling gets a... Now 20. For a total of 28. Jesus. Roscoe,
Damn. Beat me.
12.
with your initiative?
Yes.
That's incredible. Alright.
Are you lucky?
Okay, as you make your way up
advantage, yeah,
through
and I
the...
rolled
Gideon, have you
terrible.
just turned the light off? Oh, there we go. Never mind. It's when your screen's white or not.
Oh.
Gideon, your screen, when it's white, you look like you're here, and when it's not white, you look like you're not here. There we go. Thank you. Welcome back. Most bizarre.
It's because I was...
Kira, that is absolutely a Josh roll.
Okay. Oh. It's Josh shouting in his stream. Sorry, I thought someone was screaming in my house. Okay, as you make your way through the cavern and upwards, you see... You come out into a strange tower, a wall alongside you, and before anything, you're all going to have to make a short leap. It's fair to say that you can all make this leap with ease, and as you leap across, you can see you are exactly on our screen right now. In fact, this is your party. And you make the jump across, and two Shadowvale turn back to you. And you hear the call go out in a language you have never heard, as they seem to be signaling that There are people behind enemy lines. Starling takes up her bow and she fires at them. Oh, Starling, how I've missed you. As she does 37 points of damage. With her first attack, she bonus action hides, and then she attacks again! Because she's got haste.
Why didn't she stealth first and then attack so she could get...
She had advantage the first one, so she got sneak on the first one anyway. She did get sneak attack on both attacks.
Oh, okay.
She's good like that.
Cool.
There's 37 plus another 32. She brings one enemy to his knees. Glacius, returning to the fold. You are up with advantage on your first action.
I have all of my men with me, right?
Yeah, sort of. They're lagging behind.
Alright, I'll just do my first turn by myself then. I'm gonna rage.
You won't be controlling them for the foreseeable future. Good. Charge, will you hit the one who's on his knees, or the other one who seems full health?
I'm gonna hit the other one first, and then we'll see. We'll go from there.
Okay. Make your strikes. Advantage on your first attack.
Okay.
Oh, I need to reopen Glacius' character sheet. I forgot that he was gonna exist.
Ow. Advantage, I got a 12.
With advantage, you got a 12? Luckily for you, they're not armored. That hits. Just.
You want me to roll the second one?
No. Hit first. Give your damage now for your first hit. It's 10, correct?
10.
Yeah.
10.
Okay. Make a second swing.
How? 12 again.
That's hit still.
Ooh.
That is a big
19.
number. Okay, he appears to be wounded. You have 2 more attacks. Make them. Unless you wish to take the disengage action.
No.
That hits.
23. Second one is a nat 20.
Okay, give me your crit damage. Oh wait, that was okay. You need to give me the damage of the crit and then the damage of the other one. So that is a 25 for the first one.
Crit.
He's severely wounded, and then your last hit.
And the second one does
6. A character 8. A character of high variance.
Wait, 7, not 8. It's 7 because rage plus 2.
Yep. Okay. As we move on to our next Shadow Veil, who will, from the ground, swing up with his short sword at Glacius and miss.
Yeah.
He takes up a hand crossbow in the other hand. That's a 20 to hit.
Oh.
That's my boy. Okay. At this point, one of the Sisterhood, with somewhat disregard to Glacius, how rude, sends a small pea of flame across the bridge. It explodes, and Glacius, it comes to here. These mages are pretty damn good, as it doesn't quite touch you. And both of the drow are obliterated.
Add that.
As you all head over and through the twisting, turning corridors into the castle, resistance appears swiftly. Val, your moment. You see 3 drow ahead of you, 2... Drow? Sure. You see 3 shadow veils ahead of you. One set slightly back. One set slightly back from the other 2. What do you do?
How far are we from them?
You're 7 foot away from the front 2 and 14 from the third.
Goddamn that fireball then.
Okay. But that is... Yeah, okay, go for it. Why not? Okay. What's your spell DC? 16,
16.
right? Cool. Just checking nothing's changed in the leveling because I haven't updated it. Okay. That is a 3. Oh, sorry, a 6. Another 6. That's 2 nat 1s. A 4. That's a 9. Great, they all fail.
Hey,
Excellent.
let's go.
Oh my
Here we go.
28.
Here we go.
That looks like it might hurt them. Okay.
I have an extra attack.
You
so-
have an extra turn, so
Yeah, okay.
you are able to take 2 attacks on your extra turn. I believe if you can attack twice per action, yeah. You can now attack twice.
Yeah.
Is it fair to say that you are... I'm going to make an allowance. You knew you were going into battle. So is it fair to say that you conjured... Do you have Shadow Blade? Yes, you conjured your Shadow Blade and you put up your mage armor already pre-battle.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So I'm assuming you're blade singing?
Yes.
Okay. Make your 2 attacks.
Okay.
Are you attacking one of the 2 drow nearest to you, correct?
Yeah, it's Shadow Veil, not Drow.
Shadow Veil. I don't know why I keep calling them drow. I'm so confused. Yeah,
20
so...
to hit.
Let me just check this. Shadow Blade. Shadow Blade.
No, wait.
Okay, so you're rolling on the dagger, but you're not using it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Give me your damage, please. Is this Booming Blade or just a normal melee attack?
With Booming Blade. I haven't added that yet.
I like how much maths you have to do to decide how much you just torn someone's soul apart.
It's beautiful.
9.
So when you're using the Shadow Blade, did you roll the 2d8 instead of the
Oh shoot!
dagger damage?
Sorry,
Do you see what I mean?
forgot.
So it's the 2d8 plus the damage from Booming Blade.
I should just.
You'll get used to it.
That's 2d8.
more like it.
Ignore that. It's 10 plus. Well, it's still 12. Okay, yeah, it's 12.
12 overall.
Yeah.
Okay, make a second attack with just Shadow Blade.
This mathematics, I call this a Jamal moment.
Oh, in her character sheets is a polygraph.
It's so long. Everything's so 9.
9, fantastic. It's a polygraph of complexity. Is that adding? You're not adding your dex modifier to that, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay. So when you roll your Shadow Blade, it has the finesse property. So you will need to deal an extra on that. That's an extra 10 damage you dealt from your dex modifier. So it's 2d8 plus the 5 for each damage. So that's another 10 damage. So it's 2d8 plus 5 is your weapon roll. And then Booming Blade on top of that for your first attack. Regardless, you massacred the bastard.
That's too much
he
numbers.
is nearly dead. It is a lot of numbers. And at this point, he steps into the shadow, teleporting behind you and swinging at Roscoe. Roscoe, that is a 21 to hit.
21 to hit me. Yeah, that hits.
That is 32 damage.
Ouch.
Sorry.
Yeah,
This is your turn.
don't worry. Wait, sorry, did you say it's my turn?
No, it's Roscoe's turn, as he's just been 36
Oh,
demolished.
sorry.
The reason for this is that he just stepped out the shadows behind you and sneak attacked you in the throat.
Got it, okay.
Okay. I thought that was base damage.
No.
Uh-oh.
He did 6 plus a 26 sneak attack.
Damn. Okay.
Roscoe, what do you do?
I like it.
I don't like the fact that I just got hit very, very hard, and I don't have very much in the way of the ability to do combat at the minute. So I'm going
Oh,
to
you
try
didn't
to
change
heal
your
myself.
spells? Okay.
No, I wasn't
Charging.
expecting combat. I was expecting us to, sneak around.
No. You're charging through.
Shit, who thought that was a good idea? I thought we was going to sneak through as best as we could whilst they were fighting.
Yeah, but you can't sneak through the shadow veil. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
Well,
not a thing.
bang goes that plan then.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just cast Healing Word on myself.
Fantastic. And swing twice with your mace?
Uh,
You might as well,
no,
right?
because my mace sucks. to
Well,
be
you
quite
might as
frank
well.
with you.
You're right next to the enemy. And you can't do anything else with your
Rather than
haste.
swing a mace, I was going to chug a potion as well.
That's a bonus action. I will allow that and an attack.
Okay, so that would be 2 bonus actions though. The heal was bonus
That's
action.
fine. I'm letting you
Okay.
use the potion as your haste bonus action.
Okay, that's fair.
So 1 attack, please. You don't seem to have equipped your mace.
I have. You haven't updated the character
Okay,
sheet because
cool.
I equipped it
Yeah,
afterwards. Okay, let's go for a swing then.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a 20 to hit.
That'll hit. There's
Now,
a reason why I
here's the
told you to
sad bit,
swing.
right?
Yep.
Here is the sad bit. You know what I was saying about empowering my mace with poison damage and
Yeah.
stuff before? I get that at cleric level 8,
Oh,
so
well.
I can't even do that.
What a tragedy. Hit the bitch.
Yeah, I just do 5 damage and that's
That
it.
kills him. There's a reason
Oh.
why I was telling you to swing. He had 3 hit points.
Oh! Oh, okay.
Doctor, you're up.
Right. Well, okay, I'll keep his skull in.
And anything that if you attack if you attack the melee target with Val, you'll have advantage.
Cool, yeah, and I'm gonna do that.
I thought you might. Step up and smack a bitch for me. He appears very wounded. His fireball was not his best friend. Yeah, that'll hit.
22 on him.
It's everyone's best friend. What are you talking about?
Just a heads up, I don't think the 1d4 rolls on it. So you'll have to
It
roll that
does
separately.
not.
Yep, okay, cool. So you'll have to roll that separately.
Five, physical? No.
I don't need
Shoot,
to
I
separate
forget what
it.
I do there.
Yep, you rolled a
3
5 on the
radiant.
physical and 3 radiant. Okay, so that's 8 damage. Okay, and you're swinging again?
Yep.
Please do.
Yeah, that's a 15.
That'll hit. What's terrifying is you're currently fighting the quartermasters, the merchants, the people who were left behind in the war. Not
They'll
the
be fine.
soldiers.
That's 14.
Yep. You leave him very low. Bonus action, or are you moving on to your second action?
You don't have Hunter's Mark anymore.
No, I don't. I don't have any bonus actions.
Okay, no bonus action to be done. You swinging again? Wait, isn't Smite a bonus action?
I can
just
find
do it,
out
I'm
go
pretty
Yeah, no, okay, but
yeah.
in general, you do have a bonus action. Probably the best bonus action in the game. You're just choosing not to use it.
Smite's not
Okay.
a bonus action.
Is it not?
You just use it.
Oh, okay.
No, when
No,
you use an
you just use
attack,
it.
you can determine whether or not you want to use a smite on it.
Ah.
It costs a spell slot.
Yeah, it's just the
Yeah.
spell slot. Right, okay. Anyway, go on, just make a swing.
Okay, that's
That'll
definitely
hit.
hit. There.
Can you do 2 damage with your Radiant?
I cannot.
You bring it to his knees with damage.
Nah, we're just gonna smite him now.
Okay, you have another swing.
Oh wait, I do. Right.
You swing twice per action, right? So swing away and hit.
Extra attack.
The one time I forget, I almost smite.
I'm just gonna smite him.
Okay, that'll kill him. So before you stands one person who appears to be a mage of some sort. And
God, we should be looting these guys.
Aemon steps forward, a psychic blade in hand. You recognize this, Val? And he swings once, twice, and now I have to do the annoying 10 fucking numbers.
Welcome to my world.
Okay, that is
You get. Oh.
that is
Psychic
67
blade.
damage,
Mm.
but it is not
Oh,
enough.
no.
And it brings us to the mage's turn. I need... Doctor, can you be charmed? Yes, you can. Okay, Doctor, I need you to make a charisma saving throw, please.
Doctor.
26.
Oh my god.
That's quite impressive. Yeah, that doesn't affect you.
They were gonna say, but that still affects you.
Gideon, You're up. Before you see one
Yep.
mage.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to be over. I don't want to. No, let's say fuck him over and use. I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
She'll counterspell that.
It's the one I just got.
She will counterspell that.
Oh, how it feels to not be me being counterspelled this time.
Yep, that does nothing. Take a bonus action.
Yep. Well, that didn't work. Then spiritual weapon.
Kira knows that's my favorite button on any NPC. Spiritual weapon, lovely. It appears. Is this your glowing sword?
It is indeed. Seems even brighter.
Golden now, shining with radiant light. Swing it down.
Yes. That's a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
As I'm like swinging it down, I'm yelling, "The light of Lathanta shines upon the holy darkness that plagues these lands!"
Boom.
And that's 10 force damage.
Beautiful. And that brings us back to Starling. As one of the Sisterhood mages raises his hand. Roscoe, you're healed for 14 points of health.
This is some good music.
It is good
Beautiful.
music.
That puts me at exactly full.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Imagine that. I didn't even look. Okay, Starling is going to fire a bow because that's what Starling does. And she is hidden from around the corner. That's an 8 plus 17. 25 damage, and that'll do it. She blasts him down the corridor. Sorry. She was female. And you head your way up a winding staircase and you step out onto what appears to be a parapet, and as you look down, you see that large sort of units of enemies are fighting, and you see one character standing in the air above the battlefield. His arms wide, he appears wreathed in a golden light, his blonde locks flowing. He's 500 years old, but he still looks as young as the day he turned 30. As his eyes glisten with bright, glowing gold light, you see a fireball come from one hand, a bright, crackling lightning bolt come from the other. He appears to be standing in a swirling orb of blue light, and he reaches his arm and waves towards you. And you see a dimension door appear before you. And then he holds out his other hand, and a dimension door appears down behind the enemies. And he's holding it in place. You know this to be Rialdan. Will you step through?
This is our ticket.
This is your ticket.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Let's
crack
go.
some fucking skulls.
Place.
Okay.
Well, you guys can crack some skulls. I'll just cast some supporting things for you.
As you guys come down behind the battlefield, you see one man stand out on the front lines in shining silver armor. Anvar, with his great sword pulled, signals the retreat. You see a line of shields, a wall of shields, in fact, come up across the front of the battle lines. You see the Sisterhood come through the portals and immediately start raising their hands out. Globes of invulnerability and entangling roots come from the ground as a wall of flames appears in front of the shields. The shields retreat step by step. As slowly you guys are pushed backwards by your own men as they retreat, and finally the shield wall reaches the gates, and you hear Anvar's call, "Drop the stones!" And 2 stones drop and the counteracting gates slam shut. One Shadow Veil, this side of the gates, looks around in panic as everybody else of his kind is shut the other side. And Anvar steps forward and with no hesitation just decapitates him.
Ooh.
The rescue mission is complete.
Point, man.
Rialdan slowly lowers from the battlefield, but before he does, you see a swarm of meteors fall upon the battlefield, upon the enemies. You see them retreating into their own citadel. as these meteors continue to rain down fire. And these are no normal meteors. You see golden light coming out the back of them as they appear to be radiant in fiery doom. And finally, Rialdan floats down below the gate. And he turns to... Sorry, bear with me 1 second. I need the next track. And it's not working.
Question, do I see Sebastian among the people fighting?
No. You do not.
Alright.
Why is this not working? Please, for the love of God, skip the damn track! We're not in battle! Stop it!
Guys, we made it in Australia.
Please! Jamal, can you go to the bot spam channel and type !skip for me, please? Oh, never mind. It's just worked. There we go. Thank you. Beautiful. And Rialdan floats down below the battlefield and he turns to Amon. He says, "Whoa, you got yourself in a sticky situation there. It is a good job that these unusual mages have come to your call." And with that, you see a swirling portal appear upon the wall. And the Sisterhood mages, without a word of hesitation, just step through. And
Thank you.
Off they go. Still wanting to keep their true meaning a secret. And Amon turns to you all, primarily to Doctor, and says, "What happened that side of the border stays between us, right?"
Came back, what happened?
Amon has asked Doctor to keep his secret.
Okay.
I only have one interest. All else I've learned is something for me to ponder upon and find a proper place.
Perhaps you should seek your father with your friends here.
After my sister. She comes first before him.
They aren't far away from each other. You'll be traveling to Jestern? Upon hearing this, Rialdan interrupts and says, "Truly, I understand you have pressing business elsewhere, but Kovac could use every warrior." And Amon sort of hesitates, sort of holds his hand out as if to say, "Hold on, wait. These people should head to Jestern. However," and he turns to Glacius, "perhaps you could spare your men?"
Of course.
Starling turns around and says, "I for one have seen enough of battle. I'll be returning to the Sisterhood for now." And she turns and she bows deeply to Validrin, specifically. But it is to you all, really, and says, "I would say it's been a pleasure, but that place was fucking awful. However, I'm glad to have made it out alive by your sides. Until next time."
And you the same.
I sort of pat her on the shoulder and says, "We'll see you soon."
She throws you a wink and throws you a pouch. Val, you catch it. And as you
I open it. I open it.
As you open it, you see 1 gold coin and a note.
Lovely. No.
And the note is written in Elvish and says, "Should you need to contact me, grab the head of this coin and call for me, and I will come to your aid as fast as I can."
I slip into my pocket.
Just beneath, as you take the note out, you notice that the bracelet that she previously wore to allow her to communicate with you has been left in the pouch. She doesn't want to be contacted unless it's truly important. And as you make your way back to the Golden Horseshoe Inn, where this whole adventure began, sitting on a table, a head upon her arm, swigging a whiskey, is Kiliana.
Knew it!
She says,
Oh my
"Well,
God.
you've come a long way since Julian. I see you've picked up one of our recruits, Roscoe. Will you be staying with your new friends?"
I believe I shall be.
And don't worry, that is not actually visible on the stream, Glacius. It's only your face on the stream and you kind of wildly going in the background. Sorry, that was majorly distracting. And
Sorry.
as she looks at you, she says, "Did you enjoy your trip to Australia, Roscoe?"
Enjoy.
Can't say we did.
She's just talking to Roscoe at this moment.
You didn't go.
Do you want the honest answer to that, or do you want
Yeah, tell
the
me.
answer you...
Was it pleasurable? Did you have a nice jaunt?
It was fucking awful, my friend.
She laughs and says, "I spent 38 hours in Australia once, and they were the worst 38 hours of my life. Time passes differently there. It's terrifying, I agree." Well,
We spent what would have otherwise been minutes, maybe even, in my case, not even maybe an hour, but
it feels that
felt
way,
like
but
a day.
it did.
And I
it
was in there far less time than any of these lot, and no,
Yes,
no,
yet
never
again,
again, please, no.
they reveal their resilience and their strength. Did you, however, complete the task that you were assigned?
Yes, all of them.
She holds her hand out for the dagger.
The dagger has been used. I return the dagger.
As you do, she puts it to her palm, and you see it refilling with blood. And she hands it back to you and says, "In case of times of trouble. For reference, this dagger will do 3 times her maximum hit points in damage. And her maximum
That's
hit
a
points is
lot.
186.
That's a lot of
Oh.
damage.
But it will,
That's
This
Yeah,
kills
yeah.
almost anything.
but it
How-
will,
Is she like?
it will be emptied upon use.
What
She's
is
a
she?
cleric. She's a cleric.
Okay,
Um,
all right. That's a bit more help.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not a
So-
sorcerer. That would be impressive. However, as you receive this dagger, she says, "Well, don't you think it's time we cracked open that cask of ale?"
You'll have to remind me.
Mhm.
Indeed.
I've been through a lot.
I can't drink
Are
Yes.
we actually entirely safe right now?
Very much so.
Very much.
You are
Okay.
home in
Then-
Vahania, in a tavern, and she wants you to crack open your 5,000 gold piece cask of ale.
That's exactly why I wanted to
drink.
ask, to make sure we are safe entirely.
And as you do, the warmth of summer, the smiles of springtime, flow through all of you, except Glacius, who absolutely fucking hates
drinking
this ale,
mine.
because he's still a Dragonborn, so he's drinking
I'm
his
not
own.
drinking that one.
He's drinking his warm Dragonborn
Drinking
mead.
the one that they gave me.
The mead, as he pops open his bottle of mead. You missed the tasting session, Jamal, but it was great fun.
Oh, I remember that.
Because he's a Dragonborn, he despises this
Vomited.
expensive ale. And as you all sit down and take a long rest and recuperate, you take the night in the tavern, thinking of what's to come. As you've all heard now, the Doctor is the son of the king, that his sister awaits him,
Good.
and that there is plenty of good yet to be done. We shall end there. And I really thought we'd run over a lot more than that. But we didn't. Now, comes to our tradition, and I must first come to our newest member, Jamal. Your MVP for the session.
I will say, surprise, you're now an assassin.
That was written
That
at
was
4
pretty
o'clock this
funny.
morning. Well, I needed a way to get rid of Edward, and it made sense in that sense. So, just a quick note on that. We have come to a mutual decision that Edward will not be proceeding on with us. We wish him the very best. We hope that he does well in his future D&D explorations, and we thank him for the time he played with us. However, obviously, replacing him will be Jamal. And Jamal, it was a total pleasure to have you along, so thank you very much for being here. And
Hey,
I look
welcome to
forward
the
to the
group.
rest of the campaign. My next MVP slot comes to Doctor.
This is gonna sound a bit bad, but my MVP moments was when Starling said, nah, screw this, cut the rope, and run off.
Just gone.
Yeah, the most
That was
interesting of
pretty good
Constitution saving throws. Speaking of Starling, Mr. played 2 characters in 1 episode. Darth, who was your MVP today?
Mon was definitely it, but I would say a close second was just getting to play Glacius again. That surprise.
It felt
I
good,
thought
didn't
I wouldn't
it?
be playing him for
It
a little
felt
while.
good,
I
didn't
thought,
it?
I honestly, it felt good to be back, and my rolls just are terrible at roll with him. Apparently,
Well, it still worked, so yeah.
All the
Um,
Josh rolls in the world.
that's true.
Kai, your MVP.
When I guess when Gideon sort of just like went and just tried to do a one-man stand thing while the rest of us just booked it, that was pretty funny
Good. I'm glad.
and stressful.
It was stressful. Gideon.
Yeah.
Well, Evan, your MVP.
Honestly, gotta say, MVP was Caviar / Amon, whatever, coming in clutch and saving everyone.
Oh yeah.
That was my
I will let you
MVP.
know.
I legit had tears in my eyes when it happened.
Good. I'm glad. You could have died in the Shadow Veil, but
Oh yeah,
Not-
I could have died so
not
many
once
times.
you got to that point.
Expected us all to die.
Yeah.
Close.
I expected at least one of you to die. I was quite glad that Starling
Yeah,
made it out to have plans for her.
What's
Ian.
Sorry, what was that, Gideon?
what I find funny
I was just
is the
saying.
fact
Gideon.
you didn't kill me in the last stand. I would have been totally fine if you killed me there and just had Gideon sacrifice himself so his friends could escape.
I know,
I would totally be
But
cool with
the
that.
Drow made it quite clear they had primarily come to rescue Doctor and Gideon.
That is true.
This is
Oh.
interesting. Apparently we've decided to play Skyrim music.
I was gonna say, going back to your roots.
Sorry.
Going back to
Yeah,
your
I'm
roots.
really hoping that doesn't cut us off on YouTube. Oh well.
Oh my god. that
Um,
means
Yeah,
if
never mind
anyone
it.
else sacrificed or went to go to the last stand, they would have died.
No, I think the Drow were determined. And so finally I come to Gideon, your MVP. Sorry, you just answered, haven't you? Yes,
Yeah.
you can answer twice
Oh,
if you
I
want.
got my second one.
No, for me, I had a lot of favourite moments here. I'm kind of drawn to the moments where you guys just responded with "oh god" or "oh shit" in particular moments that made me feel like I'd really got you by the balls. That was quite pleasing.
Yeah.
But
Every moment.
there was a lot of great sort of mini moments, but for me, the sheer relief when Caviar came to your aid. Because I told you this episode you weren't making it out of the Shadow Veil. Just because I'm a dick. But it was, yeah, the sheer relief and the sheer joy of being able to reveal that in fact Amon and Caviar were one. He has been a drow all this time, hiding his true identity to the king and to the realm. And
What's
moral-
funny is I wasn't really that surprised. It was just like, oh, okay, that's cool.
yeah, but it's sort of it was an unveiling for me that I enjoyed doing. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think the MVP might still go to Roscoe's reaction to having to stab a bitch in the throat.
Yeah, it's just like, surprise, there's something
Oh,
today.
okay. Cool, I'm a cleric, but let's go for it. Yeah, so that
It's like,
was.
one rogue. Yes, I'm a...
I did say to him
Look
before
what
the session,
I'm
I said,
assessing
your
now."
first 2 minutes are going to be completely railroaded, sorry, but it needs to happen. So, it comes to me to say thank you so much for playing, thank you to the viewers for watching. Thank you
Can I
to your
just say something real
commitment.
quick?
Of course you can.
Can I say something really quick to the
Please do.
viewers?
Please do.
So, I was thinking back earlier today, and during the session too, about how this all started. As just a group of adventurers going into a tavern, getting a call to aid. And seeing of all the stuff we've done, it makes me really proud.
I'm proud to. I think you've moved swiftly, but directly to the right places in the right ways. And that has been really pleasing to watch, so...
And what way to be more fitting? This whole thing started in a tavern, yes?
In this very
And
tavern,
this
you've just
chapter-
taken
Well, it's not over. It's
And this chapter closes out of an
It does.
expensive
It's not over
That is the
veil.
end. That is the end of chapter
Yes.
1. And
Chapter closes
Ooh.
out in the end.
it closes in the
this very
same tavern. Yeah,
Yeah.
with Kiliana on a cask of ale. And I'm
Chapter
glad for it.
2, the two
How
parties,
gross.
conflict increases.
We will be raiding Zedclay. It's just a brief hello. He's a Valheim player and a friend of mine, and he's just got his affiliate, so
Hey.
please give him some congratulations.
Good stuff.
Yeah. And show him some love. And we will be back tomorrow. And it's only the evil side of the campaign where we will see another new player.
Oh.
Ooh.
And he's a Shadow Veil.
interesting.
And on that note,
Fancy.
I'll see you all tomorrow. Guys, if you'd like to say goodbye.
I'm
Hasta la vista, chat.